Our low pressure well and truly in charge across the British Isles. In fact, we'll see the first of the more persistent rain on its weather front coming into the west of Britain during the night tonight, and then that'll push gradually eastwards during the course of the weekend. Low pressure in charge. And indeed, we've got the FA Cup final this weekend. Aston Villa are taking on Chelsea at Wembley tomorrow afternoon, and I think there will be some rain around for the match and also for the cricket, where we've already had some interruption to play today due to showers.
Good news, Williams! The new prices have arrived. Lock up when you're finished.
All right! Woohoo!
That kid was a find.
For low, low prices every day. Staples, the office superstore.
Ever wake up still tired in the morning? Well, 77% of us have problems sleeping. But 94% say, after a refreshing night's sleep, they can cope with anything. Fact, creamy Horlicks can help you sleep better and feel better. 69% of Horlicks drinkers appreciate the finer points of football.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is CITV, the home of Rosie and Jim.
Rosie!
Jim.
Rosie and Jim, trundling along on the old rag doll. Rosie and Jim, and Milky steers the boat. We go to play and have a look
With Rosie's bag.
Jim's drawing book. The world drifts by the window frame, and Rosie and Jim, we play our game. Rosie and Jim, finding music every day. Rosie and Jim, and Milky sings the songs.
Life jacket on, and off we go.
Thanks, Duck. Yeah?
We're moving.
Where are we going to, Jim?
Don't know.
What, Duck?
What's that?
There's Tower Bridge. That's where I'm going today.
Jim! Look! Tower Bridge!
Tower Bridge. Rosie,
Yeah?
that's where we're going to then.
Oh, yeah! Jim, come on!
Wow, the ragdoll boat is actually going under Tower Bridge.
Wow, Jim! The ragdoll boat is actually going under Tower Bridge.
Under Tower Bridge, Rosie.
Come on!
Right, here we go then.
Right, here we go then.
Here we go then,
Yeah,
Rosie.
here we go.
Hello, Chris.
Hi, Neil. So you've come to see how Tower Bridge works then?
Yeah, great.
Right, could you walk this way?
Yep.
Jim, so you've come to see how Tower Bridge works?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Rosie,
Yes?
walk this way.
Oh, all right.
You can get a really good view of the bridge from up here.
All right, great.
Oh, Jim, guess what?
What?
You can get a really good view of the bridge from up here.
Oh,
a lovely view, Rosa.
Yeah, of the bridge.
Oh, the bridge. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Neil, this is the control room, and it's where we drive the bridge from. In actual fact, there's a ship coming through shortly, so how would you like to drive the bridge?
Oh, I'd love to. That's very kind, thank you.
Right then, the first thing we need to do is to put the traffic signals to red so that all the traffic will stop. So I'll just put them to red. Now, if you would like to nip outside and let me know if the traffic stopped, please.
All right.
Oh, Rosa, have all the cars stopped?
Hang on, Jim. Oh, yeah, Jim, all the cars have stopped, yeah. Yeah.
Toot on all the cars have stopped!
Yes, the cars have all stopped.
Come on!
Okay then, Neil. Now we've stopped the cars, we have to make an announcement to clear the bridge of pedestrians. Would you like to do that?
Oh, yes, all right. Thank you.
Everybody, can you please clear the bridge? There's a big ship coming through.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look, Rosa.
Tootle's using that thing and going testing.
Yeah, and he said, big ship coming through.
Thank you. Now we've got the bridge clear, we need to raise the bridge, and we do that by pulling the joystick down. So would you like to do that as well?
Oh, please. Thank you.
Tootle's doing?
Tootle's making the bridge go doot, 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 doot.
Rosa, Tootle's gonna open the bridge.
Look.
Rosa, the bridge is opening.
Yeah. Tower Bridge is opening up. Opening up. Opening up. Tower Bridge is opening up. Look at that. It's opening up.
Look, Rosa, it's getting higher and higher.
Higher and higher and higher.
Yeah, look, Rosa.
Tower Bridge is opening up. Opening up. Opening up. Tower Bridge is opening up.
I wonder why it's opening up. Look, Rosa, it's a great big ship.
Oh, hello, great big ship.
Great big ship.
Down, down, down.
Down, 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 down.
Down bridge.
Well done, Neil. And that's how we open the bridge for big ships.
Oh, thank you for showing me, Chris. Well, I think I'm going to get back to my little boat now.
Okay then.
Thanks very much.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, come on. Jim, gonna make the bridge go up. Bridge going up.
Please clear that bridge because Rosa and Jim are going to open it.
Oh. Jim, I did it.
Rosa! bridge is opening up for our little boat! Tower Bridge is opening up, opening up, opening up. Tower Bridge is opening up for us!
Bye, Chris. Thanks very much. Bye, Neil.
There are bridges over road and rivers and some over railway lines. But I'd like a bridge to reach to the stars. If there was, I'd be over the moon. If there was, I'd be over the moon. La, la, la.
Jim, Tootles over the moon. Yeah?
They're absolutely bonkers, the pair of them, and they'll be back on Friday at that magical time of 3:30. And tomorrow at 3:30, we'll be at Pottermore Park.
Yes.
As you may know, tomorrow is Pancake Day, unless, of course, you happen to be a teddy bear, in which case, it's next.
Hey, Kipper, you get all the beauty sleep you can, 'cause you back on CITV soon, baby.
At Sainsbury's, we put our food through the toughest test of all, you. In taste tests all around the country, over 20,000 of you have told us what you like and what you don't like. Thanks to you, there's now more cream in our creamed rice pudding, more prawns in our seafood linguine, and real French flour in our crusty French sticks. At Sainsbury's, we know our food tastes better. Because you told us so. Sainsbury's, you can taste the difference.
Foil-sealed fresher cuts from Pedigree Chum. A whole new language of meat for dogs.
Watch out!
I am a great wizard. I must do Alice is wonderful. A wizard of wizards.
Wizardora, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 20 to 4, CITV.
Now, heavily armed with frying pans, it's the teddy bears.
Teddy bear train. Teddy bear bus. Teddy bear world. Teddy bear play. Come join in the teddy bear's day. What's your name?
I'm Sarah.
Charles.
Robert. Louise.
William. And Fred.
Charles, one more chapter.
Charles.
more recipe.
Charles!
Just let me finish this little bit.
Oh, please, Charles, you said you'd make us something from your new recipe book. Oh, we're all starving.
No, I'm really starving. Oh, all right.
Charles, the table.
Watch out for the armchair, Charles.
Time to eat. What are we having, Charles?
Toad in the hole! Toad in the hole! Delicious!
What do we need?
Toad.
I'm not eating toad.
For toad in the hole, you need sausages, Robert!
I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
I'm so hungry I could eat you.
Where are the sausages?
In the fridge.
They aren't.
Oh, I've eaten them. I had hot dogs last night for a snack. Exquisite.
Brilliant.
Sorry.
Ah, there's a good fish recipe. No fish!
Oh, William!
Sorry.
Great! We'll have to have honey sandwiches. No fridge.
William!
That was me, actually. I was still hungry after lunch.
No joke noise. My tummy's so empty it's growling.
Let's go to the shops.
But, Charles, they'll be closed. We'll need to make a list. Charles, what precisely is in the fridge?
Milk.
Milk, good. Now we're getting somewhere. What else?
Eggs.
I don't like eggs without toast.
Oh, nor do I. What else, Charles?
Nothing.
Well, what precisely is on the shelf?
A flour
Mm-hmm.
and sugar.
Uh-huh. What else, Charles?
Nothing. Just flour and sugar.
We've got some lemon. Oh, not a joke, Louise. Sorry. Right. We've got flour check, milk check, eggs check, sugar check, and lemons check.
Check.
I don't know, but it doesn't sound very tasty.
We can't eat lemons. They're too sour.
No, we can't eat them, but I found a recipe where we can use them, and we've got all the other ingredients too.
And I know how to make them. Oh, and they're delicious. All buttery and lemony.
What is it, William?
Oh, and sugary and in your mouth, melty and... pancakes! I'm going to make us pancakes. Pancakes! You don't know what you'll be missing, Fred.
I'm so hungry I could eat 2 horses.
Oh, I'm so hungry I could eat 3 elephants. Oh, I'm so hungry. I could eat... Hi, Charles.
What? Hey, did someone call me?
How can you read? That gorgeous smell of sizzling pancakes.
They do smell good. I'm going to have mine with chocolate ice cream and maple syrup.
I'm going to have mine with bananas and honey and vanilla ice cream.
Oh, I'm going to have mine with strawberries and lots of nuts. I think you're all forgetting something.
What?
We've only got lemons and sugar.
Oh, I like lemon and sugar the best.
So do I.
Me too. Lemons are yellowy like me. And so are pancakes.
You're a great big lemony pancake. And we're going to have to eat you.
Here we go, Fred. Look at that. A perfect pancake. Oh, and now for the best bit. The tossing. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oops. Oh dear. Oh well. Takes a bit of practice, Fred. I'll do another one. Oh, watch this, Fred. Oops. Oh dear. Oh well. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Do you think he's all right?
Whoops.
More important, do you think the pancakes are all right? William, we're coming in!
Where are all the pancakes, William? Charles, there's been a disaster, a catastrophe. The pancakes...
Don't bother, William. We know where they are. In your tummy! Oh, William, how could you?
No, you don't understand. I haven't... You didn't even save us one.
Oh, not one single solitary one.
And you knew how hungry we all are.
Look, if you'll just let me explain.
There's no need, William. We can guess what happened.
They smelt so good and looked so delicious.
But you just had to have one little taste.
And then another.
And another. And another.
No, they were all done.
That's not it at all. I didn't eat
Well,
them
look, there's
during
a tiny bit of mixture left, enough for one, maybe.
But I didn't eat them.
William. And one for Robert.
What about William?
I think William's had enough pancakes.
But you haven't let me explain.
What was that?
What?
Kind of sucking noise. There it is again.
I heard it too that time.
It's coming from the fridge. No, it's coming from the cupboard.
It's not, you know. It's coming from the... I was trying to
I'm so full. I won't be able to eat for a week. Oh, I'm so full I won't be able to eat for 2 weeks.
I'm so full I won't be able to eat for 3 weeks.
I'm so full. I'll never eat again.
Really?
Teddy bear train. Teddy bear bus. Teddy bear world. Teddy bear parade. Come join in the teddy bear's day. Teddy bears, teddy bears, teddy bears. Teddy bears, teddy bears, teddy bears.
Magical toys aren't easy to come by, even when you've got a magical wand. The only way to get them is to watch the Animal Shelf. Next!
Oi! What do you think you're doing?
New peanut lion.
I've warned you two about this before!
It's a totally different animal.
Alfie, these new Goosebumps flick pics are really scary. Thanks.
Here's a Goosebumps flick pick in your skips.
Cocoa? Now Kellogg's Cocoa Pops are made with real chocolate. Shouldn't they be called Choco Pops?
Now, the rice is so crisp-delicious, they should be Cocoa Krispies.
You're both right. We're called them Kellogg's Choco Krispies. So now... We're gonna have a bowl of Choco Krispies.
Rupert's taking off on some high-flying adventures. Are you brave enough to join him?
I'll need some volunteers.
Tuesdays 10 to 4 on CITV. Now we're going all the way up to the Animal Shelf, where someone is about to change.
Five soft toys on a little blue
they all belong to Timothy. He chose them himself. They have a lot of fun playing everywhere. So let's get to know them, and we'll start with the bear. He's called Gumper. He likes to snooze in the sun, and here's little Mud. He's always doing it wrong. This is Woeful the monkey. He looks quite sad, but he's never ever grumpy. And Stripey the zebra, whose wool is very lumpy. And who's this lying on the ground? Her name's Get Up. She's always falling down. Stripey's her friend, but so is everyone else. They're Timothy's special friends on the animal shelf.
One morning, Timothy read to his special animals Robinson Crusoe, the story of a sailor who was shipwrecked on a desert island. But now Timothy had to go to school.
I'll read the rest of the story to you tonight. You can look at the pictures, but please don't leave paw marks on the pages. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye. Gumper, show me your paws. Good, they're clean. Carry on.
Thank you, Woeful.
Oh, look, there's Mr. Crusoe being shipwrecked. Oh, I've got an idea. Let's play Robinson Crusoe and get shipwrecked and live on a desert island.
That's a good idea.
We can be shipwrecked on Splashing Stream.
Yes.
I'll be Robinson Crusoe.
And I'll be the boy Sunday.
Man Friday.
You be Man Friday, Woeful, and I'll be Robinson Crusoe. I'm older than you.
I should like to be Robinson Crusoe one day.
Oh, I'm sure you can be Robinson Crusoe one day, Get Up. But you'll have to get up first.
Now, what's the first thing we'll need for a shipwreck?
A ship, of course. Oh, here's a piece of wood. Look. Oh, it's flat, just like a raft.
Oh, well done, Stripey. That will float beautifully.
Now we must launch our ship.
I'll do it.
Oh, quick! Everybody jump on board before the ship floats away.
Oh, wow! The ship's starting to sail.
Come on, Get Up.
Wait for me. I'm coming. Don't wobble, anybody.
Whoa! Oh, we're sailing! We're sailing!
Keep still, Woeful. You'll tip us over.
Sorry, Gumper. Only we are sailing. We're sailing the wrong way.
We're sailing right into the stepping stones.
Hold tight, everybody. We're here. We're safe.
Oh, but we're all wet after all. Soaking wet.
I'm soaked right through to my stocking.
Oh, no. Timothy's mother will hang us up on the clothesline by our tails.
I don't want to be hung up by my tail.
Let's all run about to get dry. Get up. Oh, just look at Get Up.
What's happened to Get Up's spots?
They've all washed away in the stream. Oh, poor Get Up.
You look a bit funny, Get Up.
Yes, you do look funny.
Well, I don't feel funny.
I didn't really mean funny.
I was told all the best woolen animals keep their colour in water. Only cheap woolen animals lose their colour.
Woeful.
Well, that's what I was told. Come back.
Get up.
Come back.
Come back.
I didn't mean that we should make fun of Get Up. I just meant Get Up looked a bit strange.
Oh, dear. Oh, it was bad enough having wobbly legs and such a long neck. But without me spots, I'm uglier than ever. What shall I do? I know. I shall be Get Up Crusoe. I will live by myself forever and ever. I'll look for a desert island sort of place. The very place for a little house. Hour after hour, Get Up worked, placing sticks, weaving in grass, and roofing the little house with big leaves. When it was finished, it was a wonderful little house, just like Robinson Crusoe's, only smaller, of course. To keep warm, Get Up made a hat and coat of leaves. Get Up felt dreadfully lonely. The wood wood was very quiet.
I'm sure we'll see Get Up again soon.
I didn't mean to upset poor Get Up.
And I really didn't mean to be hurtful.
Oh, Robinson Crusoe had Man Friday and a parrot to talk to. Get Up Crusoe would be happy with only a parrot. A parrot? Hey, I know you. You're from Mr. Trigg's pet shop.
Pet shop?
I've just built this house, but it's a lonely place to live by myself.
I live by myself.
No, don't live by yourself. Live here with me.
I live here with me.
Oh, yes, I will live here with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
No, I'm the one who should thank you. Oh, good night, parrot.
Water!
What? What is it? Is it raining? Flooding? Oh, no. There's no rain. No water at all. Why did you say there was water, parrot? Ah, well. Back to sleep.
Fire!
Fire? Where's the fire? There's no fire. What are you talking about, parrot? This parrot's no fun at all. Not like my friends on the animal shelf. Oh, dear. I wish we were all together again. What's that? What's that noise? Oh, help! Oh, it's a something coming through the trees.
Hello, Get Up.
Oh, little mutt, what a lovely something. How did you find me?
I'm looking for you.
How brave of you to come through the dark heart of the wood to find me.
Oh, Get Up. We didn't mean to hurt your feelings. We're all really sorry. Please come home.
Oh, little mutt, I'd love to come home, but, well, I can't. Not without my spots.
Oh, Get Up.
Please give my love to Timothy and the other animals. But I'm going to live in this little house and be Get Up Crusoe.
Then I'll live with you and be your boy Tuesday,
Saturday,
Thursday,
Monday,
Friday, Man
Friday.
I'll be your Man Friday.
Oh, thank you, little mutt. Next morning, the first to wake was the parrot.
Get up! It's morning!
It's morning!
Yes, I thought it was morning.
Get up! That's Mr. Trigg's lost parrot! There's a big reward offered for him, and you found the parrot!
You found the parrot!
I did. I found the parrot.
If we take him back, you'll be a hero, and then nobody will mind about your lost spot.
But does the parrot want to go back to the pet shop?
Back to the pet shop!
He does want to go! Come on, Get Up! Come on, parrot! Timothy will take us!
Goodbye, little house. Thank you for looking after me.
Well done, Timothy. I'm glad Parrot's home. Oh, and you brought some friends, I see. Now, what about your reward?
Well, I didn't actually find the parrot, Mr. Trigg. It was my little giraffe here.
Oh, what a clever giraffe. But this little giraffe doesn't have any spots. Now, who ever heard of a giraffe without spots?
Well, Get Up spots washed off.
Then that shall be your reward, little giraffe. Spots. You come with me.
Don't worry, little mutt. Mr. Trigg's a very kind man.
Now then, here we are. One splendid spotted giraffe.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Trigg.
Timothy and all the animals were so pleased to have their giraffe friend back, complete with spots, that they begged to visit Get Up's wonderful little house amongst the foxgloves. This time they crossed the splashing stream by the stepping stones, so there was no shipwreck, and there was no argument over who should be Robinson Crusoe.
Five soft toys on a little blue shelf. They all belong to Timothy. He chose them himself. They have a lot of fun playing everywhere. They're Timothy's special friends. They're Timothy's special friends on the animal shelf.
Coming up this very afternoon, a brand new series.
Come and have a look at this.
Take one old toilet roll and add some Art Attack magic. Later,
Quick! Let's get out of here!
an amazing adventure for Sooty.
There's a bouncy new movie from Disney called Flubber, about the invention of a fun-loving rubbery green goo. So to go along with it, McDonald's have produced 4 fantastic new toys. A different one bouncing your way each week when you buy a McDonald's Happy Meal.
Look! There, a McGowan! What can it be?
Look what's afoot in Wimbledon. A proud premiere for CITV. The Wombles coming soon. Can't tell you how pleased I am that they're coming back. Long live Uncle Bulgaria, that's all I say. Now, another showbiz giant. It's Sooty.
My favourite! All right, Sooty, so I've never been scuba diving before, but it's going to be my favourite, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, Scampy. All that coral and those exotic, brightly coloured fish. I feel like a mermaid already.
I feel like a sausage already. All right, very funny. You look like a sausage with that wetsuit on.
Oh, come on, Sweep. You too, Sooty. If we don't go soon, the tide will be out.
Coming soon. Oh, don't think there's going to be many exotic, brightly coloured fish in that lot.
Why does the wretched trapdoor have to do that? Just when I thought...
Help! Help! Please, please, help me!
Crikey! What was that?
I don't know, but whatever it was big.
Oh, please, please, help me!
Help! Help!
Well, it's all happening this morning, isn't it?
Help! Help! You've got to help me!
Hello.
Please! It's my daughter, the princess. She's been taken prisoner by a dragon.
Yes, we saw.
To the one who rescues her, I offer one half of my kingdom and my daughter's hand in marriage.
Her hand? What about the rest of her? Oh, I see. Well-known phrase or saying meaning you get to marry her. Well, why didn't he say so in the first place?
Yes? Oh, right. So sorry. Right, come along, look lively. If you don't get out there and rescue her pretty soon, the dragon will have burnt her to a crisp. That's it, off you go. You'll be back quicker than you can say doomsday book.
Well, so far so good. Oh, for goodness sake, do stop that sniffing.
Sorry, can't help it. I've got a... Oh dear, my hanky.
Here.
Thank you.
So when's he going to be here, eh?
Who?
The dashing prince on the handsome white charger who's going to rescue me and stuff.
Oh, how should I know? I'm only
Sooty? Why? Why are we stuck halfway up a mountain when all we wanted to do was a spot of scuba diving?
Yes, that's right. Because we wanted adventure, thrills, spills, and daring do.
Well, next time, I think I'd rather daring don't.
Besides, we couldn't have scuba dived in that moat. Did you see the state of it?
I suppose so. Oh, well, half a kingdom is better than none, I suppose.
Just a minute. One of us is going to have to marry the princess, too.
Does that mean kissing and stuff?
Probably.
I think I'll stick to the half a kingdom, thanks very much. Someone's coming. Oh, be still, my beating heart.
Oh, no. You mustn't see me like this.
No, you run along, back of the cave, something like that.
Just a minute. Aren't dragons all big and fierce and fiery and stuff? Then can someone tell me just exactly how we're supposed to rescue this princess?
My hero! At last! You have come to rescue me from a fate worse than death.
Crumbs. If anyone looks like they need saving, it's Sweep.
Help!
Well, you've rescued me, so let's get back to the castle.
What's happening?
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
And where's the dragon?
Wow! There it is!
Quick! Let's get out of here before... Before that happens again!
Oh!
Wait for me, my dashing prince.
Goodbye. Oh, bother.
That's it. Watch out for that.
Are you all right?
Oh, yes, fine. Just fine.
Then, do you think you could get out and walk, please? You're getting a bit heavy.
Oh, you little tease.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. How could I ever repay you?
I believe half a kingdom was mentioned.
Oh, of course. And my daughter's hand in marriage to yon lucky swain. And how is her cold, by the way?
Cold? I didn't notice that she had a...
That is one heavy princess. Phew.
Right. Come on, Daddy. The deeds to the half kingdom for my hubby-to-be. And don't hang on.
Honey bunny, is my little oozlum-woozlum's cold very bad?
Oh, yes.
And what's happened to my little huggy bunny's voice?
Nothing. Just hurry up with the deeds to the kingdom.
My magic spell, it's wearing off. What? What have you done to my daughter?
Cooey, Daddy.
no, now I've got the deeds to the kingdom. I conned a magic swapping spell off an old witch and did a clever swap with the real princess in order to get my hands on this buffoon's kingdom.
Buffoon? That's going a little far, isn't it?
And now, seeing as the spell seems to have worn off, I think I'll rattle you all to crisp.
Sooty, do something. When I said do something, I meant something about the dragon.
He is! He's got an idea! Oh no! The deeds!
Oh, Daddy, it was awful. The dragon... Where is he? He should have been back by now.
Well, I'm fed up waiting. I'm going to the kitchen to cook some sausages.
Oh, dear. I do hope he hasn't run into any trouble with that dragon.
Don't worry, Sue. Sooty can look after himself. If old Scaly Chops tries anything, he'll soon sort him out.
Has anyone got a match?
Yeah, your face and a bag of spanners.
For the gas. Oh, very funny.
Good afternoon. We interrupt the end of Sooty with an important bulletin for cartoon fans. Tomorrow, CITV will proudly present Rupert and the Extreme Ghostbusters. Rupert's the one with the checked trousers. The Ghostbusters are the ones checking their trousers every time the phone rings. Might give them a call myself, actually. See if they can track down the wife. She borrowed the wig, she hasn't been seen since. Huh. Where has she got to? Brand new series time.
You lot, check out that.
It's back in a flash.
Ever wake up still tired in the morning? Well, 77% of us have problems sleeping. But 94% say, after a refreshing night's sleep, they can cope with anything. Fact, Creamy Horlicks can help you sleep better and feel better. 69% of Horlicks drinkers appreciate the finer points of football.
Alfie, why is everything all wobbly?
Build a bloke.
And then they disappear, fading away, melting away.
Thanks, boys.
Yes. Skips. They physically melt and then they disappear.
No. No.
This looks like a job for
Flash gel with bleach. Like a cream cleaner, it cleans. But unlike a cream, it cleans with hardly any effort. And the bleach makes sure it's all hygienically clean.
Oh, my hair.
It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. Flash gel with bleach does the hard work, so you don't have to.
No such thing as ghosts.
Then why did this bunch get paid?
extra crispy.
Something ecto this way came.
Dead guy.
What tipped you off?
Okay, it's official. We've just entered the Twilight Zone.
Extreme Ghostbusters, Tuesdays, 4:15, CITV.
Yes!
And now, time for a brand new series. Smile, it's Snap.
What do you think of this programme, then?
Ace?
Better than Coronation Street?
Much better.
Try another programme in a minute. Spin and rinse or something. Ah, what did I tell you? Paul's got us a real bargain this time.
Don't speak too soon. What's happening?
Well, it's just going through the, no, the programme. It'll be spinning in a minute. Quick! Before it wrecks the place!
We never had this problem down the lawn.
Just needs switching to the floor, that's all.
Yeah, oh, stop it, Paul!
You won't say that when you see what it does to the clothes.
Look out!
You still using that cheap washing powder?
Paul!
Oh, yeah, nice hat.
Oh.
Oh, and a scarf, Ellen, yeah, it's very cool.
Scarf? This is one leg of my new jogging bottoms.
Oh, I'll take it back to the shop, it's faulty. Paul, this time you've really... Yeah, just a minute. Got to get something from the car.
Look at this mess! All our clothes! Ruined! You've got to do something, Dave! He ruins everything! He's disaster! Told you to fault you, moaning Minnie. Then whose fault was it, banana brain? Paul!
Just getting something from the car.
It's got to be your fault. You did the homework wrong, I see. Not liar! Not
Hey! What's going on here?
Ben got me into trouble at school.
Trouble? How?
He let me copy his homework.
What?
And they got it all wrong. So Cruella knew we'd been copying.
Serves you right, both of you. That's what happens when you copy.
No, it's not. It's what happens when Paul does your homework. Paul? You let Paul do it?
Paul again, see?
Just a minute, let me get this straight, Ben. You asked Paul to do your homework for you?
No!
Well, you just said...
He kept telling me all my answers were wrong. And he said geography was his strong subject, so I left him to it.
But he got it wrong.
Just look.
Where is Iceland? On the corner next to the traffic light?
No. It's next to the pet shop.
Dad!
Well, strictly speaking...
Oh, Dave, don't make excuses. He got it all wrong, just like he always does.
And now we're in trouble.
Who's in trouble? Something wrong? Oh. What have I done now?
Geography homework.
Oh, how do I do?
1 out of 10.
Which one did I get right?
How many poles are there?
2, one either side of the washing line.
And you let him do my homework? Well, that's it. Goodbye.
Hey, why is everybody getting so upset?
Paul, you've wrecked our clothes.
Yeah, and I have here, Dave, the answer to all your prayers.
You're leaving the country.
Clothes. Yours, 20 quid. Paul. You're right, 15, it's a deal.
You are unbelievable.
Everything you do is a disaster.
Oh, no, that is not true. Those shelves, for a start, nothing wrong with them.
You only put them up this morning.
Solid as a rock. They're just settling in, you know. Look, I don't have to hang around here all day, listen to your complaints. I could be doing something else.
Like what?
I could get myself a job or something.
A job?
A proper job?
Yeah, a proper job.
He finally flipped.
And what does that mean?
Well, no offence, mate, but who's going to give you a proper job?
I could get a proper job. Couldn't I, Ben?
Oh, yeah.
See?
And Dad could be one of the gladiators.
Oh, well, if that's the way you all feel, I'm off. Preferably abroad. So it's goodbye. Forever.
What about the clothes?
Yours for a £5. Oh, this is hopeless. Hail Caesar.
Yeah, what are you doing here? I thought you were getting a proper job.
Yeah, I got one.
Huh? Top Travellers Tours are looking for a top-class tour guide. Are you the sort of person who could take a party of super posh people on a round-the-world tour? Must be an experienced traveller. Aristocracy preferred.
Oh, it's tailor-made for me, isn't it? Yeah. I went round there first thing this morning.
Well, they gave you the job?
More or less.
What did they say, exactly?
Well, they said, fill in the application form.
Oh, well.
But it was the way that they said it. I mean, the job's as good as mine. Yeah. Just check it.
check it.
Well, you don't want to make any silly mistakes.
Suppose not. Name. Paul Algernon Marmaduke St. John Devlin.
Classy, isn't it?
Address. Paul, this is our address.
Yeah, well, I could hardly put above the Indian Takeaway, Canal Street, Clapton. I mean, it sounds better. I knew you wouldn't mind.
University education, Oxford and Cambridge.
Yeah, always watch the boat race. Taught me a lot, that has. Yeah, just skip to the hobbies. Yeah.
Hobbies. Sailing.
Yeah, well, you know, bends, boats in the park.
Hunting.
For me keys and things.
Yeah. Opera.
Yeah, soap opera, Home and Away. I never miss it.
Well, previous jobs. Paul, this is more fantastic than the X-Files.
I just want you to pick the spelling.
Yeah, well, you don't spell airline pilot with 2 L's.
I'll get your facts right away.
Well, what's the rush?
Oh, well, you see, today's the closing date. Oh, you know, Dave, I can't wait to stretch out on Bondi Beach. Always wanted to visit America.
Bondi Beach is in Australia.
Yeah, there as well. Oh, yeah, very nice.
All I've got left to wear, thanks to your washing machine.
Yeah, well, don't worry, I'll send you a grass skirt from, Hawaii. Nah.
What's with him?
He's only applied for a job taking millionaires on luxury trips around the world.
Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got no chance. Has he?
I wouldn't raise your hopes.
Oh, I see you got rid of the washing machine.
Yeah, Scrapman took it away.
How much?
£10.
Is that all he gave you?
No, that's what we had to give him. He didn't want to take it away at all.
Why not?
We only sold it to Paul 2 days ago.
Oh, I might have guessed. I wish Paul would get this job.
Yeah, well, then who would we blame when things go wrong?
Well, without Paul, things wouldn't go wrong.
I'm back. Anyone phoned about the job yet?
Job? You only just...
That'll be them. Dave, you get that, so pretend that you're my butler.
Butler? Why?
Why, your voice is a bit deep to be the maid.
I'm glad someone understands.
The Devlin residence. Would you hold the line for just one moment? I'll see if he's at home. It's Lady Jemima Finchingfield Utley from Top Travellers Tours. She wants to speak to Sir Paul Devlin.
Slip of the pen. If you wouldn't mind.
Sir Paul speaking. How may I be of assistance? Lady Jemima, how delightful. Yeah, of course. Afternoon tea? No trouble at all. I'll put the staff on standby. Yeah, my butler, Ponsonby, will organise it. 10 minutes. Looking forward to it. Yes, Siddle-hoo. Pip.
You want to see me in 10 minutes for afternoon tea?
Oh, well, I'll notify the staff.
Well, I must have a maid and a butler to serve tea. I mean, it's only right for a man in my position.
And what position is that?
A very sticky one, which is why I need your help.
Paul, if you think I'm pretending to be your maid...
Thanks, Ellen. Knew I could rely on you. And dear old Dave always said you'd make the perfect butler.
In a sheet? Look, I may not move in the highest social circles, Paul, but I'm pretty sure that butlers and maids don't dress like this.
You could be right. Wait a minute. There must be something in here for you.
Paul!
Right, now, you two find something here. I'll whip out and buy the cream cakes for tea.
Dad? He's in the kitchen.
Paul.
So, where's the party?
What party?
The fancy dress party.
There's no time to explain now. Just give me a hand getting into this monkey suit.
Oh, that'll be Alice.
Alice, I thought you two had fallen out.
No, we made up.
Wow, how?
I let her copy my homework.
Oh, Ben!
Joke, Dad!
Why does everyone in this house have to be a joker?
Yes? Is this the Devlin residence? The Devlin residence? No, I think you'll find that this is the right... Thank you, Benjamin. I'll take over here. Yeah, but...
How charming to find a household with a footman these days.
I'm Lady Jemima Finchingfield Utley, and I'm looking for Sir Paul. Lots of funny names, Devlin. This is it, lady.
And who, may I ask, are you?
I am his personal catering and household assistant.
His maid.
I'll try and find Paul.
Paul?
Sir Paul. What's going on? Sorry. No time.
Where's Paul?
He's not here yet.
She's here. Who is she?
Where?
In the hall.
Oh, that'll be Alice.
You stay here, put the kettle on. You, get out our best tea service.
But we haven't got a best tea service.
We'll get out our least worst one then.
Kettle. I'm coming.
Who are you? Really? I don't see that that's any of your business, young lady.
You're not a burglar, are you?
Do I look like a burglar?
Well, if burglars looked like burglars, they wouldn't be burglars, would they?
Sorry about that, your ladyship. The maid's sister. A spirited young lady.
So I see. And you are...
Ponsonby, ma'am. Sir Paul's butler, at your service.
And where is Sir Paul?
Sir Paul, Lady Jemima, will be along presently. But perhaps you'd care to wait in the library.
Well, I hope it's not going to be long. I do have other appointments.
Lady Jemima.
One word from you and I quit.
Couldn't find any cream cakes.
Well, what'd you get then?
Bread rolls.
Bread rolls?
Yeah, a carton of cream. You whip it up, you stuff it inside, pretty pattern on the top, and no one will know the difference.
Except this cream is yoghurt. And it's 6 months out of date.
Now, you two, you make them look like cream cakes.
Yeah, but what do we use?
Well, you use your imagination, eh? Yeah, I don't care, as long as they look good. I mean, she's probably on a diet anyway. Yeah, and I want your finest sandwiches and 2 pots of tea, yeah? 1 Chinese, 1 ordinary.
We don't have Chinese.
Put soy sauce in the ordinary.
So, how long have you been in Sir Paul's service, Ponsonby?
Not as long as you might imagine, ma'am.
I see. Is that why you seem to be having a little difficulty fitting into your uniform?
I fear I may have eaten rather too much breakfast, ma'am. Sir Paul, allow me to introduce Lady Jemima.
How delightful. Oh, nice bit of gold, that. If we get some earrings like that, very reasonable.
I beg your pardon?
I said we have some earrings like that in the Devlin family jewels.
Really? Where are they kept?
In the Tower.
The Tower of London?
In the Tower at Devlin House, my country estate. We were just renting this place while it's being repaired. Timber problems, you know.
A lot of rot.
No, stay up. Oh, no. See what you mean.
I'll just go and check if the refreshments are ready, sir.
Do hurry them along. Lady Jemima looks as though she could eat a nose.
Do you like horses, Sir Paul?
I don't know, never eaten one.
I meant riding.
Me? Oh, no, I don't ride.
But I thought hunting was one of your hobbies.
Hunting? Yes, but I don't ride, I run. With the hounds, much quicker.
Have you travelled much, Sir Paul?
Never stop.
Been to the east?
All over. Southend, Clacton, Margate.
I was thinking more of the Far East.
Ah, there's the tiffin. Tea is served.
Give me a shout if you want any more.
I say, young lady.
Pour a tea. I'm sorry, it's so hard to get staff these days.
Obviously.
China or ordinary, madam?
Ordinary?
Indian, Lady Jemima.
Is it Darjeeling?
No, it's Dalston.
Well, that'll have to do then.
And China for Sir Paul.
Oh, yes.
1 lump or 2?
3.
Shall I stir, or can you manage that yourself?
A sandwich, Lady Jemima?
What on earth are those? Strawberry jam, peanut butter and piccalilli.
Revolting.
Tastes great to me.
Time to polish the silverware, I think.
Sorry about the maid. She hasn't been the same since she started watching Brookside. The Ponsonby's an absolute brick.
Yeah. How long has he been with you exactly?
Longer than I can remember.
Really? That's not what he says.
Oh. No, you mean Ponsonby the butler? No, I was talking about Ponsonby the maid.
Her name's
Ponsonby as well.
Oh, they're all called Ponsonby. It's the only way I can remember them.
Cream fancy, Lady Jemima.
Those look delicious.
Really? It's Ponsonby's special recipe.
Which Ponsonby?
The butler.
Then I'll try one. Bread roll with toothpaste on.
Yes, that's the special recipe, isn't it, Ponsonby?
I've been in the family for years, sir.
Mmm, delicious. Not enough soy sauce.
That's it. I've heard enough. Ponsonby, leave us.
Mom.
I'm almost at a loss for words.
Well, I can explain.
Almost. I have never known such a catalogue of disasters. But I do know one thing. You, Sir Paul Marmaduke Algernon St. John Devlin, you are just the person we're looking for.
Sorry?
No matter what's happened, you've kept a cool head, as though there's nothing wrong. That's just what we need on a round-the-world tour.
Is it?
Definitely. Planes are late, hotels are awful, meals are disgusting. The guests never stop complaining. Faced with all these disasters, most people wouldn't know what to do, but you seem to be quite used to it.
So I'll get the job then?
There's a 6-month tour starting the day after tomorrow. Can you do it? By the way, word of advice from a friend. Get rid of the maid. And put the butler on a diet.
Paul. Mate, what can I say? It was a disaster.
I'm sorry, Paul. She got right up my nose. I just couldn't stop myself. I thought she'd like our sandwiches. Yeah, and I didn't mean to call her a burglar.
Easy mistake to make.
But if it hadn't been for us, you might have got the job.
I did.
No, really, you might have... What did you say?
I did get the job. Start the day after tomorrow, 6 months round the world.
You mean we actually fooled you?
I wouldn't go that far, Dave. No. But unlike you, she recognises my true value.
So you're going away then? Round the world? For 6 months?
Well, don't I get any congratulations then?
Six months is a long time, isn't it? Well, that depends. On what? Well, it seems like a long time when you're waiting for Christmas. A short time when you're going to the dentist. How long will it seem while Paul is away? I think it might seem like a very long time. So, what are we going to do with this?
Put it out with the rubbish.
No, the trunk.
Oh, well, I suppose Paul will be taking it on his round-the-world trip.
I didn't mean it, you know.
What's that?
Well, you know when I complained about the homework?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but if I hadn't have done it, maybe Paul wouldn't be going.
Oh, no, that's not right. That's not why he's going.
Well, then why is he going?
It's a chance of a lifetime, isn't it? A trip around the world, and he's being paid for it as well. Who wouldn't jump at the chance?
You wouldn't.
No. Well, no, I couldn't, could I? Got you to look after. Yeah, but Paul hasn't got any family, has he?
Yeah, but I thought we were his family.
Yeah, well, sometimes things change, don't they?
I don't want things to change.
Yeah, I know, son. I'm sorry. I think Paul's made up his mind to go.
She's late. Maybe she's giving the job to somebody else.
Ben, hardly likely. I mean, just between us, she was really taken with me. Yeah, besides, I mean, who could do the job better than me, eh? No one. Am I right? Well, don't all shout at once. Anyone would think you didn't want me to go. That I know different, don't I?
Well, that'll be her.
Right, then. Better go. Yes, you go, Paul, with our blessing. We'll just sit here, thrilled for you.
afternoon, Sir Paul. Answering the door yourself.
Yeah, Ponsonby's day off.
Both of them.
All of them.
The library? Everything settled?
More or less.
Excellent. I have all the details here, and the tickets, of course. I think we should go over it together. Is anything wrong?
There's something I want to tell you.
Really? What's that?
The truth is, my name's not Sir Paul Marmaduke Algernon St. John Devlin. It's just plain Paul Devlin. Well, not plain. And I don't have a country estate. I live in a bedsit above an Indian takeaway. And those people yesterday, they weren't my servants. They were my friends, real friends. They were just doing it to help me get the job.
Yes, I know.
So I realise you won't be offering me the... What do you mean, you know?
Do you really think I fell for all that Sir Paul nonsense? I mean, that friend of yours in a butler's outfit, 2 sizes too small for him. That's when I realised it was all a setup.
So why did you offer me the job?
I told you. I need someone who can talk his way out of trouble, who won't be upset when things go wrong. Someone with charm.
Charm? Not me.
I offered you the job because I knew you could do it. And the offer still stands.
Well, that puts me in a bit of a difficult position, you see, because I shouldn't really leave them.
Oh, why not?
I don't want to leave them. I mean, they're more than friends. They're like family. I can't just walk out on them. I can't go.
No, I suppose not. I wouldn't want to go if I had friends like them. Or if I had a friend like you. I hope they appreciate you.
Well, sometimes I'm not so easy to appreciate. But yeah, I think they do.
Of course, if you ever change your mind, you've got my number.
Yes, thank you, Lady Jemima.
Good. By the way, Paul, my name's not Lady Jemima of Finchingfield Utley. It's Elsie Acklesthorpe, so it's half an out, Chuck.
Everything fixed then?
Yeah, everything fixed.
What time are you leaving?
I'm not. Told her I couldn't go.
You couldn't make it?
Why not? What's the problem?
But I told her you couldn't manage without me. There, you see. You need me already. Fix that lot. Oh, there he is, my little golden boy, eh? Get off, will you?
Me? On a poster?
Not just one poster, thousands of posters all over the globe. Ronnie Reese wants us to create and design his worldwide poster campaign. Oh, stop. Some people got it, some people don't got it. You have got it by the bucket load.
Ben Taylor, you're really getting on my wick now. Sorry? You've been swanking about all day like a jerk. There, I said it, somebody had to.
Give me that smile. Oh, who needs lights, camera, action? Go!
Here's a quick shufty at what's on tomorrow on CITV. Rupert finds himself trapped in an ancient castle. An end to the clowning when the Ghostbusters call. Or is it?
Yes! There's no such thing as goat.
That's Wavelength.
Try it yourself.
Next, though, try Art Attack.
Bob is the one. She's hot, she's new. Bob is the one.
Dinosaurs. Part man, part dinosaur.
Cool.
Fighting to stop the evil raptor men. Claws, muscles, and jaws. Extreme dinosaurs.
Now Woolmark approves a bleach you can use on wool. Ace Gentle Bleach. So safe it's even approved by Woolmark.
Join the How Goes 2 team as they illuminate and stimulate your grey matter. Wednesdays, 4:45, CITV. Now charge your brushes, prepare to do battle. It's Art Attack.
Oh, hello.
Art Attack is sponsored by Pridstick.
This is an art attack? This is an art attack. This is Art Attack!
Hello there. Hey, if you've drawn a picture that you really like, or you've got a picture of your favourite pin-up or pop star, and you want to stick it to your wall, but you're not allowed to because of the wallpaper, what you need is a pair of handy grippers, and you can put your picture wherever you like. Come and have a look at this. Cut a piece of card from a cardboard box and place 4 fingers of one hand down onto the card and then draw around the 4 fingers. And the idea is to just gently press the pencil between your fingers like that to get the full shape of your fingers. Now, it's very important that you keep your fingers closed, but just gently squeeze the pencil in. And it's just the 4 fingers you want. You don't want to draw the rest of your hand or your thumb. And when you've drawn your 4 fingers, take your fingers away and turn each of those fingers into a sort of blobby sausage shape, just by completing the finger with a curve like that. When you've done that, cut it out. And if you find cardboard difficult to cut, you could always wet it around the edges first. And when you've cut it out, you'll have something that looks like that, a set of sausage fingers. Then find another piece of your card there, place your fingers over the card, and it's very important that you turn them over face down and place them on the card. And then just use this as a template to draw around to create another set of sausage fingers. And when you take your template away, you have the shape, but you need to complete your fingers, this time by just drawing some straight lines across there like that. Cut those out and you have 2 sets of sausage fingers, and then paint them to suit your own hand. Now I've mixed some white, red and yellow paint here to match my hand, and I'm just going to paint one of the fingers here to show you. That's just a case of mixing the paint to suit or match your own fingers. And when you've painted all the fingers on both hands, you'll have something that looks like that. And see what I've done here? I've even picked out the outline in black felt tip pen, and then add on some detail. And you can have some good fun here because it's just a case of copying what's on your own fingers, just the detail of your fingers. You can put on your fingernails like this, just at the fingertips there. And you could even put on some of those creases and cracks that you get in the joints. I'll just put a couple on there. And I'll put on some of those creases at the knuckles. I've probably got more than you because I'm older than you, but there you go. Put those on like that. And the more detail you put on, the better. Look what I've done here. I've even painted some shade around those fingers by mixing my paint slightly darker, and I've done some lighter fingernails. Do both sets of fingers in the same way, and you have 2 sets of hands. Then to turn them into handy grippers, draw around a ruler onto your cardboard box and cut out a strip of cardboard that's the same size as your ruler. Then place that down and place one of the hands on the strip and measure 1 hand's length along the strip and snip that off. Put that on side because I'll need that. And then another hand's length along the strip like that and snip that off. Get rid of the excess there, we won't need that. So you've got 2 cardboard strips that are the same length as your hands. And then it's a case of taking some PVA glue and just dabbing a nice thick layer of glue, roughly 2 centimetres wide at the end of each strip. See that? Roughly 2 centimetres wide, lots of glue. I've got PVA glue, you can use any strong glue. And then just position that strip and the glue over the back of one of your hands, just in from the knuckle end, and press it firmly down into place like that. And just check that you've got it on the knuckle end. Yeah, there's the knuckle end, see that? As opposed to the fingertips and the nails here. And then just press it firmly into place, and then leave it to one side to dry. And when it dries, you have a handy gripper that opens at the fingertips and at the nail end. See that? And do that with both of them, and you have 2 handy grippers. And then take the picture that you want to show off and draw around that on your cardboard box, around one of the other sides of your cardboard box. Cut that out so that you have a piece of cardboard that's the same size as the picture you want to show off. Place your picture on top, and the great thing about this technique is you don't need to glue your picture down. You just take your handy grippers and you slip one on one side of the picture and one on the other side of the picture, and the handy grippers grip the picture to the board, and look at that. And then you can place your picture and display it wherever you want. Look at that. And the hands grip the picture. Or you could do this. You could tape a piece of string to the back of your cardboard like that, and then you could hang it up wherever you want. See that? Nifty little technique, isn't it? Or what about this? You could cut out a triangle of cardboard, again from your cardboard box, and just tape it to the back of that piece of cardboard, and then it'll be able to freestand wherever you want. So you don't need to worry about the wallpaper. Try it yourself. Handy grippers, and show off your pictures.
Hello, it's the head here. What a right useful, thoroughly practical idea. Now, if you want to make a gripper, just remember to draw around your 4 fingers onto some card, keeping them closed. Gently push your pencil between them to get the shape of your fingers. Turn each finger into a sausage and then cut this out. Then paint and draw in the hand details. Put some glue at the end of a strip of card and position it on the back of the hand just in from the knuckles. And if you make another one in the same way, you'll have a right useful pair of handy grippers. Oh!
Time for a big heart attack.
here's a great trick for you. But first, I'm going to do a quick sketch. Now, I'm just using some chalk pastels for this. You could try pastels or chalk or even wax crayons to get this effect. Delicate bit in there. Just going to add in some highlights here. Little white highlight on the edge of things and little clouds. Nice hazy sun at the end of the day. And there it is, a picture of two people horseback riding near the water's edge. But hold on, I hear you cry. Where is the water? Well, that's the trick. Next time you draw a picture and it comes to putting in the water, whether it's a river or the sea, don't put in the water. Just put in the reflections of things in the water. For example, I'm just going to put a hazy reflection of these horses in. Now, don't forget, reflections in water are always upside down because the water acts as a sort of mirror. Now, whenever you're looking at water, it's usually the reflections that you're seeing, not the water itself. For example, when you're looking at a nice blue sea, it's not the water that's blue, it's actually the reflection of the blue sky in the water. And now the reflections of all those little highlights cast by the sun. And there it is, water. And I haven't even drawn any water. Try it yourself. The next time it comes to putting water in your picture, don't. Just the reflections.
Oh, what a wonderful way of doing watery pictures. Don't draw the water, just draw the reflections. Hey, have a look at mine. Well, it's all dried up, hasn't it?
Hi, I'm Erica. I had an art attack using glue, newspaper and a carpet roll to make my totem pole. Hi, my name's Helen. After modelling some shapes of some characters on my totem pole, I used paper mache and white tissue paper to add strength and texture. Then I painted it.
Hi, I'm Joe. I made this totem pole using a carpet tube. I stuck on moulded newspaper shapes and painted it with some traditional colours.
Oh, brilliant art attack, totem poles. Now, tribesmen carve their totem poles out of hollowed out tree trunks. Now, we're going to carve our totem poles out of hollowed out loo roll tubes. Now, you can use as many as you want, and the idea is to stack them one on top of each other. And to get them to join together, we'll have to make some cardboard collars. And to do this, cut some strips of cereal box card, and you need to have strips that measure the same width as your loo roll tube, but a couple of centimetres taller, and you need 3 of those, and then just roll it up like that and pop it into the top of your loo roll tube and just force it out to the shape of your loo roll tube and press it in so it goes about halfway in, and then glue or tape it securely in place. And when your tape or your glue is dry, do the same with the rest of your loo roll tubes and you'll have some really secure cardboard collars, and you'll be able to stack them one on top of the other like that. And when you've got them, just take them apart like that and then design on your totem pole faces. Now, it's a good idea to make these as bizarre as you possibly can. Because you see, those tribesmen from Northwest America and Canada, they used to make some really weird and bizarre carvings, and they were based on their chief's family or the history of their chief. And I don't know why they made them so weird. Maybe it was to frighten other tribes away or something like that. But I think it's great fun to make some really gruesome faces. You can model them on whoever you like, really. Maybe even your own family. And when you've got it to this stage, you can, if you want, paint it. But if you want to make it look realistic, make it look really carved, then add some 3D to the features. And you can pop on some cut-out bits of cardboard. There's a nice cardboard nose. Or what about this? Why not mix some PVA glue in equal parts with water and then dip in some scrunched up bits of loo roll or tissue paper. Just dipping them in there, scrunch those up, and it's just a case of pressing them onto your loo roll tube and moulding them into place to give it a nice carved 3D feel. And if you do the whole of your loo roll tube in exactly the same way, when the glue is dry, look at that, the tissue paper has gone rock solid and it really does look carved. And again, do all the loo roll tubes in exactly the same way, only design each one a bit different from the others, and you have something that looks like that. And then decide which one you want to go on the bottom. I think I'll use that one on the bottom, and cut a good stiff card square from cereal box card, and the sides of that square need to measure roughly the same as the height of your loo roll tube, and then just put a load of glue on the bottom of this loo roll tube, and then just stick it securely to that cardboard base. I'm just going to leave it to one side to dry. And while it's drying, you can take one of your other loo roll tubes and paint it up. And because you've done such gaudy faces, it's a good idea to use gaudy colours. You just paint this tongue to show you. And if you do them all in the same way, you can add on more bits of detail with felt tip pen. And when they're finished, they look something like that when your paint's dry. And it's just a case of stacking them one on top of the other with your cardboard collars. And there it is. Or with a bit of sticky out card and tissue paper, your own homemade totem pole. Now you can of course do one based on bizarre and weird faces like this one I've done here, or you can try a themed totem pole. What about doing the theme of the family? And on the bottom is long-suffering dad, and then on top of him is mum, and then on top of mum is screaming baby. Or what about doing an animal theme? What about a cheeky monkey on the bottom and a fierce tiger with cardboard bristles there, and an owl at the top with cardboard wings? Or what about, you could even try a sporty one, and on the bottom there I've got a rugby player, and then a tennis player with cardboard arms and racket, a cricket player, and on the top a hockey player, all stuck together with cardboard collars. Try it yourself, your own homemade totem pole, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra!
Art Attack is sponsored by Pridstick.
And our news just in, ye crazy kids in CITV's Radioland are back on your wavelength.
Remember Annie, the heavy metal queen?
Tune in, my babies. And that's Stephen, our quiet American.
And then there's Buzz, right?
Great. And that's Matt. He's new, but he's really cool.
Respect. And then there's Kyla, and she's...
Interesting. And that's Kev, who's not.
It's unwise to mock the dark side of the Force.
And I'm Siobhan. Sweet.
Wavelength. It's the most fun you can have on a Tuesday at 4:40.
Well, that's all for today, ladies and gents. Tomorrow's CITV includes Rupert, Extreme Ghostbusters, Wavelength, to name but 3. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye for now. How did the boffins in CITV's Brainbox department create a brand new premiere?
Just occasionally we come across a situation which makes a nonsense of our assumptions.
Join the How Goes 2 team as they illuminate and stimulate your grey matter.
How can you glow in the dark? Here we go. One chemical, the other chemical. Into there, and just like magic, they start glowing.
How Goes 2, a premiere coming soon to CITV. Let's face it, life's hard enough already.
Hey!
What with schoolwork,
The Dewey classification system was not invented by one of Donald Duck's nephews.
your mum's cooking,
So are you short instead of cast to sugar again?
trusty, helpful friends.
I thought of becoming a counsellor. No.
Oh, and then there's turning into a canine quadruped.
It's a tricky one, isn't it?
I've never seen anything like it. Pause for thought. Woof, coming soon to CITV.
How far underground does a tube go? How does an orange peel when it has a crispy
You should be tucked up in a comfy bed.
Do
you feel any better?
I'm very poorly. I need thudgings to eat. Lots of thudgings.
I'm sorry, Gumper, but the doctor says you must rest. Come along, everybody. We're going to the sweet shop.
Oh, bother. I'm fairly read up. I'm really fed up. No tea yesterday, no breakfast today. I'd love to go to the sweet shop. I thought they'd make a fuss of me if I pretended to be poorly. I thought they'd give me good things to eat. Perhaps Timothy guessed I was pretending. Still, I know how to make them really sorry for me.
He must be asleep. Let's have a look at him, Stripey. Oh, no! Careful! Spots! Gumper's covered in spots. He must have got the measles. Keep away. They're catching. Oh. Gumper really is ill this time. A bear with measles must have very good things to eat, or he'll get weaker and weaker.
Thank you, little mutt. Thank you for the beautiful flowers.
I sent flowers too.
Thank you, Woeful. Thank you all for being so kind. I'm better now.
You can't be. You still have your spots. Measles takes a long time. You must stay in bed until your spots go.
Oh, no.
Next morning, Gumper's spots had vanished.
I'm better. Look, I'm better. Hello, I'm better. Hello, good morning, I'm better.
Oh, hello, Gumper.
Just look at little Mutt. Look, I measled in the night. Now I can go and be with Gumper.
Little Mutt, is really having measles very horrible?
Oh, no, because you get flowers and lots of good things to eat. But it did take me ages to paint on all the spots.
Huh? You mean you're pretending as well?
Oh, yes. I did it so I could come and keep you company.
Did you? Oh, thank you, little mutt. Well, we shall have to wait until tonight and wash off your spots like I washed off mine, or we'll never get back onto the animal shelf.
Oh,
no! Shh! Wake up, little mutt. We have to wash those spots off. Then they'll let us get up tomorrow. I'm fed up of being in bed.
So am I.
Here, let me help. These spots aren't moving at all.
Nope.
Timothy's red paint should wash off. I mean, I washed off my spots last night.
But it's not Timothy's red paint. It's red, wet stuff out of a bottle on his desk.
You silly little mutt. You silly little mutt. You've measled yourself with red ink. That'll never come off.
No! I will be spotted forever.
Shh. I'm sure we can get you right in the morning. The other animals will help.
Thank you, Gumper.
Oh, we must have scrubbed Little Mutt's spots away by now. Oh, we might have scrubbed Little Mutt away.
Oh, no, you haven't. I'm still here. And so are my spots.
They're brighter than ever.
I've got an idea. Splashing stream.
Yes, there's something special about splashing stream water.
Something magic. Then let's put Little Mutt in splashing stream. We've been washing Little Mutt from breakfast time to dinner time. He must be clean by now.
Let's have a look. No.
We could dip the rest of him in red ink and make him pink all over. No, we
a
couldn't
pink
do that.
Little
That'll
Mutt.
never do. It was just an idea. If we tell Timothy what's happened when he gets back from school, perhaps he'll have a better idea.
Mum says the best way to get ink spots off white wool is with some stuff called ink remover. It's a whole £1 a bottle, so we'll have to work hard till we've earned enough money. We can earn 25 pence for shelling peas. What is shelling peas?
Look, like this.
Ow!
There's 50 pence for weeding the garden path.
Ow! Oh, stop!
And if we tidy Mum's sewing box, there'll be enough money to buy the ink remover. Well done, animals. I think the red spots have all gone now. Thank you, everybody. That was very kind of... Achoo!
Oh, dear, what's the matter there, Little Mutt?
Oh, dear.
I think I caught a cold in my nose from being washed so much in the stream yesterday. Then it's straight to bed for you, Little Mutt. Oh, no. Not again.
I'm sorry, Little Mutt. It's all my fault you got a cold. I pretended to be ill because I was fed up and I wanted good things to eat. You pretended so you could keep me company. You're a much nicer animal than I am.
But I like you, Guppa.
Thanks, Little Mutt.
And I'm sure I'll be... Achoo! Oh, much better tomorrow.
The next day, Little Mutt was much better, and Timothy's special animals went out for a walk.
Oh, I just thought. Grass would look funny pink instead of green.
Yes. Buttercups would look funny pink too.
A blue apple would look strange.
So would a blue carrot. Little Mutt would have looked funny pink instead of white.
Little Mutt should always be white.
But with a pink bow.
And all the animals agreed.
Soft toys on a little blue shelf. They all belong to Tim. He chose them himself. They have a lot of fun playing everywhere. They're Timothy's special friends. They're Timothy's special friends on the animal shelf.
And here it is, your own Dream Island.
And you can make it yourself. That's Art Attack, after Adam's family tree, and a rather fruity nutcase is due to pay him a visit this week. Thanks, though. Up and away with Sooty.
Infant Shelley, drink from your cup.
She drinks.
Bobby says eat your breakfast up. Peaches today?
No way.
Give applesauce a go.
No, no.
Will you eat your cereal? She will. Infant Shelley, it's time to play. But Infant Shelley wants lunch right away.
Travel to magical lands in the adventures of the wishing chair.
A wishing chair.
Enid Blyton's new Enchanted Lands, out now on video.
Soft golden toffee in a milk chocolate cup. Do you love anyone enough to give them your last Rolo?
Look, there on the common.
There are rumblings afoot in the Womble's burrow.
Now off you go, young Wombles. It's time for afternoon tidy-up.
Splendid, splendid.
Making good use of the things that they find. A proud premiere for CITV. The Wombles are coming soon.
I've finished, Great Uncle Bulgaria.
Another tidy little performer now on CITV. Ladies and gents, it's Sooty.
Celia, do you hear something?
No, Trevor.
Something's coming.
Not?
Yes.
You mean the
I do.
train?
Yes.
But trains have come and gone before. What's so special about this one?
It's got my name on it.
Oh, Trevor, the train?
You don't understand, my dear, dear darling. It's coming to take me away.
You don't mean...
I do. But no buts. I promise not to look back if you don't look forward.
Look forward to what?
Me, not looking back.
But how could I look forward to something so sad?
You can't. So don't. At least when I'm gone, you can remember how it used to be and smile. Until we are in the past, how can you feel nostalgia? I'm going now, so you can start to have fond memories. Farewell.
That was awful.
Oh, no. It was lovely.
It was terrible, Sue. Really old-fashioned and all about kissing. Sooty, what do you think? Exactly. Why, I bet we could make a better film than that. Oh, great idea, Sweep.
Now, hang on a minute.
Sooty, how about it? You've got the magic, I've got the talent, Sue's got a pencil, and Scampy, well, he must be good for something. Well, we can even give Katerina a part, and we can use Captain Fogbound's hot air balloon for aerial shots, and can we, Sooty, please, please? Aha! The script. It's too long. Now it's the right length. Ha! Writers, when will they ever learn?
Are you ready for my close-up, Mr. DeBone?
That's my new name. If I'm a famous film director, I can't be called Sweep. Oh, no. Meet Cecil B. DeBone, the greatest film director the world has ever seen.
Oh, Scampy! Be careful!
Scampy! Scampy! Do something!
Desist!
Cut!
Sweep. Sweep. Mr. DeBone?
Yes, dear heart?
When I wrote the part of the baddie, the wicked Marmaduke de Camembert, I didn't know Sooty was going to play it. Sooty can't speak. So what about all these words?
There. Now he's a quiet baddie. They're always the worst. Silent, but deadly. Get on with it, shall we?
Tim Jeans from Ryanair. I'll be asking him how come...
You're supposed to move when I say...
Move and do just what exactly, darling?
Honestly, haven't you read the script?
No, sweet, you keep throwing chunks of it away. Now, just what is one supposed to do?
I'm getting all this. It's gripping. Scampy, this isn't in the film.
But you said, and you told me that when you said, that I should press the camera button.
And now I'm saying cut, which means you stop what you were doing. Everyone stops what they're doing when I, the director, say cut.
But they weren't doing anything. They don't know what they're meant to be doing in the first place. You haven't shown them the script.
This script is causing us a lot of problems. I think I've come to a decision. We don't need a script. With actors and actresses as good as these, we'll make it up as we go along. Not now, Sooty. I'm trying to create a masterpiece. I say, Katerina, old trout, making a talkie, eh? Dashed exciting. It's enough to send this old aviator's pulse sky high, what?
Oh, Captain Fogbound, you know just what to say to a girl.
Girl? You'll have to move this old windbag of hot air. Or we could use it. Or we could use it. It'd look great in the film. It would look great in the film. So, let's get on with it. So, let's get on with it. And action!
This is what you call a bird's eye view. It'll look great.
Steady as she goes. Can't you? Who keep this thing still? I'm starting to feel a bit seasick.
But we're not even over the sea. It's that away.
Scampy, stand still.
Sorry, there's not much room with this camera. Perhaps if I just move it up a bit.
This never happened to me on all my other films. I never, ever waited this long for someone to shout action.
Right. Almost ready.
Honestly, darling, it'll be night-time soon, and we haven't done a thing. I may have to speak to my agent.
But we're about to shoot the great chase at the end of the film.
What about the film's beginning and middle?
Don't trouble me with trifles, unless they've got cream on them. Everybody ready?
Shadows moving in your bedroom.
Days, then how will I be able to follow it with my camera?
I've thought of that. Look. Scampy. And we'll push. Places, everybody. We're going for a take.
Sooty, be careful if you're running about. You too, Katerina. After all, you're not as young as you used to be.
What? I'll show you who's young, able and active. I'll show you a cat who's still in the first broken flush of youth. Take that, you villain. You'll never get your wicked paws on me. Action!
That's my line.
Ah, well, if you can't beat them, join them.
What's the matter, dear? Out of puff? You're obviously not as fit as I am. Why, just look at me. In my prime. I'm in my prime.
Katerina, is everyone all right?
Of course they are. It's only acting after all. Make-believe. I'm sure they're all tickety-boo, but not quite as tickety-boo as me. But then I am the star, so what do you expect?
Perhaps we could see if they're okay. Shall we?
But of course.
Cut.
Sooty? Sooty, come out, wherever you are.
Make room! Make room for the star.
Hey, I'm the camera bear. I'm responsible for all this.
Haven't missed anything, have I? Only I had a job parking the old balloon. Couldn't find a coin for the meter.
No, you're fine. I haven't made my entrance yet, so there's been nothing worth watching. In fact, I was just thinking about going to the...
Oh, how I've suffered for my art.
What an artistic beginning. So abstract, yet so poignantly real.
Silence! Something is happening. Move and do just...
call a real fun movie.
Adam seeks a sorcerer. Just wait till you see the one he picks from his family tree. Next.
That's too new to me.
I'll have victory yet, sausage.
Hey, you lot.
Back.
Check out Snap's Comedy Capers.
Oh, I get the picture.
So what's all this about?
Some people got it, some people don't got it. Shoot.
So it's an exciting comedy drama as opposed to a game of matching stuff.
Yes, Polly. Snap, coming soon on CITV.
Luke loves being in the bath. He's cleaned so gently, which is great because his skin is very sensitive, especially on his bottom. I would like a wipe which cleaned him as gently as a bath would. Now I'm using new Pampers wipes.
Only Pampers have the new soft care system. Because they have many more long, soft fibres, they clean much more easily and so more gently than before.
I know they clean him gently, just like the bath, don't they, you little tinker?
New Pampers wipes, a gentler way to clean.
Nutella has lots of hazelnuts. It's the spread you can enjoy while you work, and with all that milk while you play. Nutella is full of great tasting ingredients. No artificial colours or preservatives. It's delicious and loved by children. Nutella, the original hazelnut chocolate spread from Ferrero. Centre Parks. For a brochure, call 0990 200 200.
There's a bouncy new movie from Disney called Flubber, about the invention of a fun-loving rubbery green goo. So to go along with it, McDonald's have produced 4 fantastic new toys. A different one bouncing your way each week when you buy a McDonald's Happy Meal.
Alfie, these new Goosebumps flick pics are really scary. Thanks.
Here's a Goosebumps flick pick in your skips.
No such thing as ghosts.
Then why did this bunch get paid?
Extra crispy.
Something ecto this way came.
Dead guy.
What tipped you off?
Okay, it's official. We've just entered the Twilight Zone.
Extreme Ghostbusters Tuesdays, 4:15 CITV.
Yes!
For someone else who dabbles in unnatural forces now, Adam.
Double maths this afternoon. Oh, don't remind me. Yeah, sorry. It bores the life out of me.
Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Jane. Come along, Mrs. Rocket. Such a shame about Mr. Tomlinson, isn't it? Good morning, children.
Good morning, Miss Blah, blah, Mrs. Blah, 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 blah. Begging your pardon.
Now, this morning I have 2 messages for you. That's 2. Firstly, some very sad news about Mr. Tomlinson, the caretaker. He's got a very sore back, and he asked me to say, if you must drop litter, please could you all drop it on a surface higher than the floor, so he doesn't have to bend down so far. Secondly, this afternoon, as you know, everyone has a double maths lesson. For don't go, ugh. No, don't. There's no need. Because there is no maths. Eh? I hear you cry? Eh? This afternoon, as part of our Halloween celebrations, we will be having a Halloween extravaganza featuring a top professional magician and, as a bonus, a performance by myself and Mrs. Rocket, which we just know you're going to love. So, it's goodbye maths and Halloween.
Halloween was in October. Yeah, well, last year's Christmas disco was in March, remember? Just as well she's mad then.
Get in there. Go on, get in. You are about as much use as a wet bonger. Sorry to interrupt your lesson. Tell them what you've done.
Mrs. Copstick asked me to book a top professional magician for this afternoon's extravaganza, which I did. But they've just phoned to say they're not coming.
And is it any surprise? Yankee Doodle magic. We'll come to you, but only if you come and pick us up. Address, 21, The Hut, Canada. Honestly. So, I'm afraid, children, it's goodbye, Halloween, and hello, maths. Unless, that is, anyone can find a magician between now and 1 o'clock.
Miss?
You say tomato, I say spring onion. You say red cabbage, I say an olive. Tomato, spring onion, an earwig. An earwig? Ugh.
Adam, dinner.
Put it in the oven, Mum.
Okie dokie. Let's
morning, so we better be leaving. So I get
Family tree, answer me.
parents trying to find out what we were up to. So out with the girls, but leaving with the boy next door.
Sid the sorcerer. Sid travelled the length and one day he will become as famous and popular a figure as Merlin the magician in the court of King Arthur. Well, hey! Sid,
Good day.
are you a wizard?
Yes.
Is that your magic staff?
No, it's my spade. I was doing a spot of gardening. I don't know what's going on. Oh, you must be Adam.
Yeah, well, I know it's short notice, but do you think you could do some magic for us this afternoon?
Us?
Me and about 150 kids.
I'm sure that's possible. Yes, you'll hear it said by wise men and sages. Book Sidney the Sorcerer, suitable for all ages.
Adam.
Mum, this is...
Sidney the Sorcerer.
Oh, hello.
You've heard it said by wise men and sages. Book Sidney the Sorcerer, suitable for all ages. I'm sorry, I haven't learned to write yet. Oh, that looks nice.
It's a hot salad.
Oh, this lettuce leaf that burns and is quite hot, I'll turn it into a rose for this lovely mother you've got. Oh, well, you get the idea.
I'll have it later.
Oh, exquisite.
Remember, I'm collecting you after school.
I've given away hundreds of these and I've never got any work. I don't understand it. I was determined to be a top sorcerer. If the work wouldn't come to me, I would go where the work was. I'd be prepared to go anywhere.
Oh, come on.
Yes, I never did make any of the high spots. Played plenty of the eyesores, muddy villages, muddy peasants, with their muddy kids and muddy animals, all stood in the muddy mud while I'm performing my muddy magic covered in muddy mud. No, not your Merlins. Him and his like would perform in big castles with kings and queens as their audience. Oh, that was my ambition when I was young. I'm old now. Still, the show must go on.
In about 30 seconds. This is my Uncle Sid.
It really is most kind of you. Sydney. Oh, I'm off. I'm on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to my January Halloween extravaganza. It gives me great pleasure to say, ah! Let's give a big, big school welcome to Sydney the Sorcerer.
Welcome to Sydney the Sorcerer's magical world of magic. And now, for my first trick, to tie a knot, or not to tie a knot. Now, that is what I call a knot. Ah, from this egg, with my magic powers, I will produce a bird with winged... Oh dear. I will produce from this egg a... Yes, here, a wonderful card trick. Here, take any card you like, just... Oh, here we have 2 rings, 2 solid metal rings. But are they? Yes, they are. Oh, now, look. Oh, you're like this. Not a lot. Ah!
Well, now, boys and girls, are you enjoying the show? Yes, I am. Who said that? Why, it's Mr. Pomp the Pumpkin.
Oh, well, I think that went very well. At least they didn't throw cabbages at me.
Well, what have you got planned for the second half?
Very much the same as the first. Why?
I thought you could do something a bit more, you know, dramatic.
What? Do you mean like real magic?
I said, what do you mean there's someone behind me? Where? I said, what do you mean there's someone behind me?
Excuse me. I knew I should have gone before I came.
Real magic.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
What you mean? Boo!
I'm here.
I'm going to have to liven them up somehow. They're going to start wanting maths before long.
We want maths. 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 We want maths.
See?
Oh, very well. This is my magic vanishing twig. I've had a request to do some real magic. So darken the room. This is the great vanishing twig of the Dark Ages. And to demonstrate its powers, I will require a volunteer from the audience.
Me!
No. Real magic is far too dangerous for children. No, I shall require an adult. Oh,
Will I do instead?
You will indeed, sir.
Oops, a blasey.
Oh, do be careful, sir. You are about to undergo a very dangerous, mystical experience.
I'll bet. Don't know about you, but all I'm experiencing is cramp.
Oh, holy twig, from a mystical privet that grew from beneath a muddy divot.
Whoa, listen to this.
Bathe this gent in your golden glow and vanish him.
The eyes dilate.
Chief has just bought the suspect a pint of beer.
It worked!
Stop right there!
Shall I never work? Lives on the line.
Sid!
Sorry that didn't work. I suppose I looked a bit of a fool out there.
You did. It's in purpley.
It worked! And who are they?
His four mates. They were on the way out the door when you spell at them, and now they've disappeared.
Oh, that's wonderful. Just a minute, disappeared? Oh, the twig wouldn't have made them disappear.
Hey?
Oh, no, you see, they don't disappear. They...
What?
It was terrible in mind.
I'm just pleased we never had to pay for it. Oh, do you know? This corridor just seems to go on forever.
Why, someone's got a big pencil. You think that's big? Look at the size of this can.
Anyone know any good prayers?
Aye.
You can come out now, Purpley. It's quiet. It's perfectly safe. In a sort of incredibly dangerous way.
No, thank you. I prefer to take my chances by staying in here. Thank you.
Brownie! How small?
Very small.
Whitey!
Whitey?
Purpley!
Purpley?
Look, it's a long story. They must be around here somewhere.
I hope they're not.
Look, you two, you're going about this the wrong way. Let's go back to the hall. Well, they can't have gone very far. All we need to do is find the twig and then measure them back to size. It's as easy as falling off a... for goodness sake, where is the twig?
Well, where did you last have it?
Well, I went... So it should be over there. Oh, but it isn't.
Well, where is it?
How should I know? I haven't got a crystal ball, you know. Oh, hang on a minute. I have. Yes, oh. All-seeing, mystic sphere. Find the twig and bring it here.
Well, what can you say?
Not a lot. It's a bit low on power at the moment. Needs topping up with dragon's fire. You haven't got any on you, have you? No, I suppose you haven't. Oh, yes, look. Oh, oh, no, it's gone.
What did you see?
Well, it looked like a black, shiny sack.
Eh? Bin liners!
I beg your pardon?
Well, your twig's been put in a bin liner, which was put in here, which the caretaker has... The caretaker?
Oh, come on. Watch where you're stepping.
Well, where is he?
What should we do? Split up?
So what are we gonna do? I'm glad you asked that. What are we gonna do?
All we can do is stay calm and keep focused.
Calm and focused, Chief.
Cheers, Purpley. Please see you stayed focused.
These are the sort of things that can happen to anybody.
It stinks in here.
I tell you what, this tea bag makes a smashing pillow.
Oh, there you are. Where's your bin bags?
We're on the move.
Now let me get this straight. The twig's in a bin liner, the bin liner's in a skiff. Oh, what stupid words you have for things. Come on, up you go. Yeah. Oh.
Can you reach it? They're gone.
Gone where?
Oh, no! Stop!
We'll never catch you.
Oh, yes, we will. Turning people into frogs, no. Turning frogs into people, no. Controlling the weather, not today, thank you. Making pigs fly, here's how we catch up with them. Oh, magic book, you have the might to grant an object the power of flight. With a nod of the head and a blink of the eye, make this carpet magic and fly!
What's up?
Oh, best before AD 946.
Now what?
Adam!
Mum!
Good day, madam.
Your dinner's in the glove compartment.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
We've stopped.
We've been plonked.
Oh, no!
dear, dear.
Oh, what?
Apparently, we've lost a magic twig. Do you think we could rifle through your rubbish? We promise we won't make a mess. Can I tempt you with a hot salad?
Where do we start?
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high.
It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Shut up! Listen, sounds like Adam.
What are we gonna do?
Jane!
There's only one thing we can do at a time like this.
Panic.
No! The solution, my friends, is staring us in the face. If we want to find the twig, there's only one way to do it.
What?
Darken this room and shut those gates.
Do as he says.
I'm scared. Oh my.
See? Glows in the dark. Ages. Ah, well. All's well that ends well.
So, all we do now is go back to school, find a lad,
And magic them back to size.
So how will you do that then?
Oh, it's quite easy.
Pray tell.
Why, just go... Shush!
It's good, that. Stush! Isn't it, Adam? Adam?
Adam!
Adam?
Adam!
He'll be back. Tomorrow, we're going to call on the Extreme Ghostbusters, and not before time.
We'd like to see some ugly DJs with bad haircuts.
Oh, we've Wavelength, The Return, and Wave Surfing with Rupert. That's all tomorrow. Next today, it's Art Attack.
Hey, where are my new surprises? Oh, oh,
Hey, we're the
hey.
The frosty, frosty, frosty froggies. Always playing on our sledges. But we have to mind the hedges. We're all side trolleys. 'Cause we're the frosty, frosty froggies.
The Frosty Froggies are hand-painted, and you'll find them among the wonderful surprises only in Kinder Surprise.
Bob is the word. She's hot, she's new. Bob is the word. New looks, new attitude, new move. Bob is the word. At Woolworths, here's what's really cool. Catch Bobby now, everything is great. See the Bobby looks for 98. Bob is the word. This poster's free at Woolworths now.
Quavers from Walkers.
The floaty light.
The new Aquafresh Flex Direct has a unique ball joint and a flexible neck that makes it so gentle on your gums. The new Aquafresh Flex Direct for a gentle all-round clean. Be more flexible.
If you wish upon a star...
I wish...
It could turn your world bizarre. Was that?
It was a frog. Thanks, Wizzy.
I only granted her wish.
You mad you are? Mad.
If you're going to wish for anything, make sure it's WYSIWYG. Wednesdays 20 to 5, CITV.
Good idea.
Join the How Goes 2 team as they illuminate and stimulate your grey matter. How Goes 2, a premiere coming soon to CITV. How to create your own dream island now on CITV. It's Art Attack.
Oh, hello.
Art Attack is sponsored by Pridstick.
This is an art attack. This is an art attack. This is Art Attack.
Hello there. Hey, have you ever dreamt of owning your own Caribbean island? You know, a paradise in the sun. Well, now you can. And here it is. Your own dream island. Sand, sea and surf. In fact, anything you like, because you're the designer. Come and have a look at this. To make your dream island, take a piece of cardboard box card and start by drawing a rough design of the shape of your island. And make sure you leave loads of space around the edge for the sea. Now, I'm doing an island with a cove here, a beach, and 2 hills. Now, to create the 3D shape of your island, scrunch up some balls of tissue paper or loo roll and dip them into some PVA glue mixed in equal parts with water. And just dip the bottom of those balls in and then put them onto your drawn island. Now, to create hills for your island, just scrunch up bigger balls of tissue paper or loo roll and again dip those into the PVA and water mixture, just the bottom of the ball in the glue. And you can actually use newspaper for this if you want, and just press that onto the island. And then the messy bit. It wouldn't be Art Attack if there wasn't a messy bit. Yeah, look at that lot. Just slop the PVA glue all over those tissue balls and then take some more strips of tissue paper or loo roll, place those over those soggy tissue balls and then just with your fingers roughly press the tissue into the shape. I can feel it all squidgy inside there. And then make it even messier. Look at this. I can see people all over the land now going, oh, that looks terrible. Well, it'll look brilliant in a minute. More glue on the top and then just take your paintbrush and very carefully just smooth all of that tissue into the shape of your island. And make sure you smooth some flat bits around the outside edge for the beach. Now, if you want to put some trees on your island, just screw up or scrunch up some tiny balls of tissue paper or loo roll and place those in the glue like that, put them into position and a dab of PVA glue on the top. And when the glue dries, it'll go really hard and those trees will look brilliant. Now, if you want to create some buildings, just cut little square scraps of cardboard. That's just tiny bits of cardboard. Dab some glue. I've got loads of glue there, so I'll just put one on top of the other, like that. And then for the roof of the building, just fold over a small square of paper. See that? Just created it into a roof. Place that on the top and position it wherever you want on the island. And the idea is to just build the island up. Just use your imagination. In fact, it's great fun trying to work out where you're going to put everything. And don't forget, it's your dream island, so you can do what you want. When the whole thing is dry, look at this. It's gone rock solid, and these really do look like cliffs, and you've got all the buildings and these solid trees up there. And now to turn it into a paradise island, and you do this by painting it. And what I've done with this one here is I've painted the cliffs a nice grey, or you could even use brown. And the idea is to just really press your paint into all those nooks and crannies. Acrylic or poster for this, doesn't matter which paint you use. Now, for the tops of the cliffs and the trees, give it a really nice paradise feel. and use some bright greens. Again, just going to slop that on the top, there like that. And for the trees, you could always mix in some darker greens, just to pick those trees out. And you could even put some yellows on there just to pick out some highlights, make it lots of nice greenery. Now for the sea, it's probably a Caribbean island, so slop on a nice Caribbean blue. And you could even mix in some other blues, streak some other blues in there to give it a good water effect. Now, see this shimmering surf effect? I have to admit, I'm a cheat. To get that, I used some of this stuff, just ordinary kitchen cling film. And it's just a case of when your paint is dry, slop some glue on just to the sea area, and then just cut bits of this cling film, place them into the glue, and then wrinkle them up to create the waves. And if you do lots of waves by the cliffs, they look like crashing waves. And when you finish the whole sea, it looks something like that. And look at that, I've painted the beach a nice sandy yellow, I've painted the buildings a wooden brown, and that's it, your own dream island. And if you do a few of them, you could create a group of dream islands. They look brilliant, don't they? Or what about creating a nightmare island? Try it yourself, your own dream island.
Hello, it's the head. Now they are brilliant. And if you want to create one, just draw a rough island shape onto a piece of card. Dip scrunched up balls of glue roll or newspaper into PVA glue and stick them onto the card to build up your island. Glue a layer of tissue over these and push in your nooks and crannies, mountains and beaches. And bits of tissue or card for trees or houses. And when it's dry, paint it. And ask for some cling film if you want to glue on some nice frothy sea. And then you'll have dreamt up your very own dream island. Oh.
This gives me an idea for a big art attack. take a look at this picture. There's something missing. Watch this. That's better. A shadow. And that's a good tip to remember. Put shadows into your pictures and make them look more realistic. For a start, it makes things look as if they're standing firmly on the ground instead of floating around in midair. Now, take a look at this girl. She looks as if she's floating around in midair at the moment, but a quick squiggle shadow, and now her feet are planted very firmly on the ground. Of course, if you do want things to float around in midair, like this girl, then it's just a case of drawing the shadow some distance away from the bottom of the object, or in her case, from her feet, and now she's flying around in midair. Now, when you are drawing shadows, you have to decide which direction to draw them in. And here's another good tip. Shadows are cast away from the light. I'll show you what I mean. Just take a look at these balls. Now, this ball here on the left, let's pretend the light is coming from above the ball from, say, the sun, or a lamp, or a bulb, and it's shining down in this direction, so the shadow will be cast away from the light, so the ball's shadow will be underneath the ball. Now, the light is shining on this ball in this direction, so this ball's shadow will be cast away from the light in this direction. Now, let's try this ball. Let's put the sun up here this time, and again, it shines in that direction, so again, the ball's shadow is cast away from the light. Now, I'm just going to draw a little lamp down here, the light bulb in there, next to this ball, and if I shine the light in this direction, then this ball's shadow is cast in this direction, but because that lamp is quite low to the ground, the shadow is very long. And that's why your shadows are long at the end of the day when the sun is going down and it's very low in the sky. So, OK, let's put some shadows into these cartoons. Now, here's Nick. He's taking his dog for a walk at night. The lamp is shining down in this direction, so Nick's shadow will be cast in that direction, and so will the dog's. Suddenly, they hear a noise from down the alleyway. Nick shines his torch down the alleyway, and it's only a cat. But Nick's torch is quite low to the ground, so the cat's shadow is cast away from the light in this direction, and it's a very long shadow. And not only does it go across the ground, but it's so long, it goes up the wall. And don't forget, shadows go up things as well as across the ground. Now, Nick's dog hates cats, so it goes zooming off after the cat. Nick is tugged along by the lead, and he goes flying through the air. So his shadow is still cast in this direction because of the lamp, but his shadow is no longer touching his feet because he's flying through the air. And look at that, he's left the ground. So the dog goes off in pursuit of the cat. Nick is dragged along. Now, you've got the moonlight up here shining down on the dog, so the dog's shadow is cast in this direction, and because Nick is still flying through the air, let's do his shadow away from his body. There he is, still flying through the air. Eventually, they catch up with the cat, and Nick's dog pins the cat up against the wall, shines Nick's torch on the cat, and again, because the torch is very low to the ground, the cat's shadow is very long. But the cat is now leaning right up against the wall, so the shadow goes up the wall, but it's still a long shadow. Now, the cat begs for mercy, offers the dog a sweet, and because he's a greedy dog, he accepts the sweet. And don't worry, it's a happy ending because they become great friends. In fact, they become such good friends that they start to take moonlit walks together. And there's the moon. It's really low in the sky, so the shadows are nice and long, and they're going off in this direction, away from the light. Try it yourself. Make your drawings a lot more realistic and put shadows in them.
Oh, that's really good. With just a quick squiggle shadow cast away from the light, you can make the characters in your pictures look like they're standing on the ground against a wall, hovering, or even flying. Hey, have you ever seen me flying? Well, I use an aeroplane. Ha, 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 ha.
Hello, I'm Vicky. I made my art attack by gluing string along the lines of my picture. I then put PVA glue on it and sprinkled sand over it.
Hi, I'm Hayley, and this is my sand art picture. First I drew the design, then stuck string down the glue. When the picture dried, I then painted it.
Brilliant art attack, sand pictures. They look like sort of ancient Aztec warrior designs, what with all that sand and tribal warrior face paint. And they're very easy to do. Great fun as well. Just cut the side from a cardboard box and then draw on a very simple design. Now, tribal faces work brilliantly for this. And just do a very simple tribal face and just divide the face into sections to look like tribal warrior makeup. Now, I think the idea with that tribal warrior makeup was to scare away the enemy. So just make your face look as gruesome and as ugly as you possibly can. Just make it look really funny. I think I know what I'll do. I'll put the mouth open there and I think the tongue sticking out like that. It should scare off the enemy. And then when you've done your face, just do a border or a frame on the outside. And then decorate it with squiggles and patterns. And you can, if you want, at this stage, paint it. But if you want to give it a real tribal effect, then take some PVA glue and just slop your PVA glue very carefully onto those lines that you've drawn. And instead of having a design that's got black lines that are drawn on, into that glue, I'm going to stick lengths of string, and the idea is go over all of those lines with the glue and stick string in instead of having pen or pencil lines. And when you've done the whole picture in the same way, just put it to one side to dry, and when you've done the whole thing and it's dry, you'll have something that looks like that. See that? The whole thing is now covered in string instead of pen and pencil. Then take some more PVA glue and just slop loads of glue onto your picture. And you may think it looks a bit of a mess at this point. Well, you'd be dead right. But wait and see what happens. You just spread all that glue out into the corners, to the nooks and crannies. And when you've covered the whole thing in glue, before the glue dries, take some sand and sprinkle sand over everything. Just sprinkle it over all of that glue. And when you've covered everything, just let the sand sink into the glue. And you may need to leave it a little bit longer, but then shake off the excess sand. And, oh, that's good. Yeah, looks all right, doesn't it? Look at that. See what's happened here? All the stringy bits are raised and give it a great 3D effect that almost looks as if it's carved out of stone. And then just paint all of those individual sections and do them in a real bright tribal warrior face paint colour. And you can use poster paint or acrylic paint for this. And it's a good idea to paint the whole thing in bright colours, but those raised stringy bits, if you do them in black, you could even do them in black felt tip pen. When the whole thing's done, it looks absolutely brilliant. Look at this. Let me just put that to one side. And there it is. Look at that. And you see all the raised string bits here, I've painted black. Well, I did some of them with a felt tip pen because it was a lot easier. And there it is, an Aztec-style sand picture. And you can do any style you like, actually. You could always do an animal sand picture. Or what about a sun and moon sand picture? And I did this rounded shape by drawing round a large dinner plate. Try it yourself, a sand picture, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra!
Art Attack is sponsored by Predstick.
The news just in, ye crazy kids in CITV's Radioland are back on your wavelength.
Remember Annie, the heavy metal queen?
Tune in, my babies.
And that's Stephen, our quiet American.
And then there's Buzz, right?
Great. And that's Matt. He's new, but he's really cool.
Respect. And then there's Kyla, and she's...
Interesting. And that's Kev, who's not.
It is unwise to mock the dark side of the Force.
And I'm Siobhan. Sweet.
Wavelength. It's the most fun you can have on a Tuesday at 4:40.
Well, that's all for today, folks. Apart from Wavelength, tomorrow's also got Extreme Ghostbusters and Rupert to name but two. See you tomorrow. Let's face it, life's hard enough already.
Hey!
What with schoolwork?
The Dewey classification system was not invented by one of Donald Duck's nephews.
Your mum's cooking.
How are you salt instead of caster sugar again?
Trusty, helpful friends.
Ever thought of becoming a counsellor?
No.
Oh, and then there's turning into a canine quadruped.
It's a tricky one, isn't it?
I've never seen anything like it.
Pause for thought. Woof, coming soon to CITV.
Look! There, on a common.
There are rumblings afoot in the Wombles burrow.
Now off you go, young Wombles. It's time for afternoon tidy-up.
Splendid, splendid.
Making good use of the things that they find. A proud premiere for CITV. The Wombles are coming soon.
I'm finished, Great Uncle Bulgaria.
Strong, thick Domestos can now be mountain fresh. Glacier fresh.
Giving that thing, he's going to wear himself out first. No luck talking him out of leaving?
Nope, he's still determined to go it alone.
Ah, off to seek his fame and fortune in the big wide world, eh? Pity. A lot of people are going to miss him.
You still don't get it, do you? Don't get what? It's not about seeking my fame or fortune. It's about proving myself to anyone because I know I can do it here.
Then why go?
Because I can't handle staying, okay? Seeing her every day, talking about nothing, acting like we're friends and pretending I don't want anything else. But I thought Don't think anything. You wanted the truth, now you've got it, okay? So why don't you do me a favor and just drop it?
Oh, come on, Billy. Do you know how many art students would kill for this?
And I know it's a big deal to be nominated, okay?
And that's just it. It's only a nomination. I mean, chances are it's not going to go any further than that. I mean, my painting was okay, but not really gallery material.
Are you kidding? It was better than okay. It was great, and you know it.
Well, if you think it's that good, then why won't you let me enter?
Because it's of me. If it was anyone else that you painted in the buff, I'd say, great, go for it.
If it was anyone else I painted in the buff, you'd be majorly jealous. Look, Billy, I'm not going to make you do anything you can't agree to because I respect you too much for that.
Really?
Like you don't already know.
So, if I said I didn't want you to enter the painting, then...
Then I'd just have to get used to the idea. Of course, it would be easy. I mean, who knows? This could have been a big opportunity for me. Might have led to an art scholarship or something. Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to keep working in the art shop for the rest of my life, eh?
Okay, fine, you win. Accept the nomination. Enter the painting.
Really? You mean it?
Yes, I mean it.
Oh, thank you so much. You're unreal, Billy.
Yeah.
No, and seriously, if there's anything I can ever do to repay you, just let me know.
Well, you can start by praying.
What?
Praying that if the painting does get picked, they don't hang it in a gallery within a cooey of Erinsborough or anywhere else where I might get recognised.
Hi.
Hi. Is Sarah in?
No, sorry. Come in. Is there anything I can do?
No. No, I just wanted to see if she wanted to go down the pub or something.
Well, I think she'll be back a bit later.
Okay, can you just tell that I popped in?
Sure.
Cool. Look, I don't know if you've thought of anything yet, but I was thinking maybe we should get together and organise a bit of a going away for Darren.
Yeah, sure. What do you have in mind?
I don't know, nothing fancy, maybe just drinks or something.
Look, don't you think it would be a bit strange having a party organised by his ex?
I've known Darren a long time. I wasn't always his girlfriend. Besides, he's a good mate. He deserves a decent send-off.
Yeah. Well, it's probably best to keep it small. I don't think he's really in the mood for celebrations.
What makes you say that?
Or just something he said.
Like what?
Look, I'm not normally one to betray a friend's confidence, but I think there's something you should know about Darren leaving.
What's to know? He wants to make a new direction in his life. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, if that's what you think, I guess it doesn't matter.
Look, what are you talking about? You don't know anything about me and Darren.
I know. But I had a chat with him the other day about the move, and I get the feeling that the only reason he's taking this new direction is because of all the stuff that's gone on between the two of you.
What, you mean he hates me so much you can't stand to be around me anymore?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's it. Look, forget it. I don't know why bother.
Look, if you're trying to tell me something, you're not doing a very good job.
Private tragedy unfolded, touching not only the families of the three...
Look, the guy loves you so much. He just can't handle the constant rejection. Maybe one day you will face the truth. The guy worships you, Libby. He always has, and he always will. And I guess he figures that if you're not going to return the feeling, he might as well just cut his losses and get out of your life altogether.
Did he say that?
Well, not in so many words, but definitely the same meaning. In fact, I've never seen the guy so crushed and defeated. Look, it's the only reason I'm telling you anything at all.
Maybe I should talk to him.
Haven't you done enough damage?
No, I've got to talk to him.
Libby, if any part of you still cares about Darren, you won't. You'll only make things worse. Just enough with the head games, all right? Leave the poor guy alone.
I'll have to ask you to move soon, Dad. I'm running out of bench tops.
Could always leave a quiche in the fridge for us.
Well, yes, I could, you see, but then I'd have to charge you $2.50 a slice.
$2.50? Is that what you charge your customers?
Yeah, minus tomorrow's discount.
Which will be?
I don't know. More than whatever the coffee shop's offering.
Hope this price war doesn't go on for too long.
However long it takes.
What, until you go broke? Beginning to think Madge had a point. I mean, the whole thing's ridiculous.
When were you talking to Madge?
She came around this morning, wanting me to have a word with you. Get you to ease up a bit.
I hope you told her to go jump.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, I think I'm a little more involved in this than I really wanted to be, you know, Deb.
Good on you, Dad.
No, it's not good at all. Madge virtually told me that she didn't want anything to do with me or Helen until you stopped trying to ruin her business.
So is she blackmailing you now?
Well, in a way. I warned you, Deb. These things have a habit of spilling over to the rest of the family.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't be held responsible for Madge's threats. You see, now, I'm just going to have to keep undercutting her until she cracks.
Well, looking at these figures, I don't think you're going to be able to do that for much longer.
No, I can do it for a few more days.
Well, then what?
Well, I've got money saved up from the coffee shop. That'll keep me going for a few more.
And then?
Dad, knock it off. We both know you got to spend money to make money.
There's a difference between spending money and throwing it away.
Yes, okay. So I take a loss in the beginning. Big deal. I can make it up. It's about establishing a genuine clientele.
Well, that may be so, but...
Dad, can you please knock it off? I've made my decisions, all right? I'm going to stick by them, no matter what. Walk me to school tomorrow?
I could be persuaded.
Is that persuasion enough?
Yep. For another one, I might even walk you home.
I don't know. I might be spoiling you just a little.
Oh. Guys, either stay or go, but I'm trying to watch telly. All right, back in 5.
Night all. Night.
Good riddance.
That's not very nice. What's wrong with you tonight?
Nothing. It's just Billy and all that lovey-dovey stuff kind of grates on you. It's like every time he's around a girl, he always turns into a sap.
And you don't, I suppose.
No. Treat a man, keep him keen. That's my motto.
So that would explain why you're sitting on the couch on your own watching telly while Billy's out walking his girlfriend home.
Is that meant to be a dig?
It's just a general observation. Nothing wrong with being devoted to your girlfriend. It's a very nice quality.
Yeah, if you're into being soft.
Oh, totally being affectionate to someone doesn't make you soft. I think Anne's lucky to have a loving boyfriend like Billy. Wouldn't you agree, Lib?
What?
I was just talking about Billy and Anne. I was saying how lucky she is to have someone who cares about her so much. Do you know, they almost remind me of your dad and me when we first started going out.
Oh, I'm glad I wasn't alive to see that.
Oh, stop it, you. You'll know what I mean one day when you find that perfect someone. You will move heaven and earth to make sure they stay by your side. Either that, or you'll spend the rest of your life looking for someone who measures up. Liv, do you want something ironed for the morning?
No, thanks. I'll do it later.
Come, Billy boy, put a bit of runs into it. All right.
Hey, I've just been down to the art department speaking to Mrs. Killelea about the judging for the art exhibition.
Yeah? When are they having it?
Toby, you have to do that in here. They're doing it at open day.
Oh, cool. That's pretty soon. You won't be waiting ages to find out.
No, Billy, you don't understand. The judging is going to be part of the open day activities. That means that all the paintings and sketches are going to be on display in the art room.
What, you mean like open for a public viewing.
Bart sees trouble looming in the form of an ex-con with an eye on his aunt. The Simpsons on BBC Two shortly, followed in 25 minutes by Third Rock from the Sun.
You can find the perfect blend. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
Hello. Feeling stressed about your GCSEs? Worrying? Be like me. Laid back, cool and relaxed. Nice. And here's how. It's called Bite Size. Ouch. A new way to revise in small pieces. Just tape Bite Size overnight on BBC Two. Check the website. Read the books. Cool. Small bits goes down. Easy. Just call 0345 330022 for your free guide. Bite Size. Nice.
Tonight, a Yorkshire man's charged with the murder of his wife and 2 children. And Tom Ingle flies off to a new destination for the region's travellers.
South Yorkshire goes Dutch, and Sheffield gets a new international connection. I'm in Amsterdam. Join me later.
The 6 o'clock news now on BBC One with Martin Lewis and Moira Stewart.
Lack of all-round game in the sense that he wasn't a wonderful kicker, but he's shown some good touches today, literally.
Yeah, I think he's a good sevens player, and you know, I'm a great fan of seven-side rugby. It just enhances everyone's talents. The goal kicking, defensive, you know, his broken field play is superb, his running, but you know, he is controlling the.
Said what he thought, and ironically I was supposed to...
implying the crisis may yet be brought to a peaceful resolution. Pro-Iraqi protests continue in the West Bank. Trigger wider conflict. Palestinian militants from Hamas have warned they will launch attacks on Israeli targets if the US does strike Iraq. Robert Moore, ITN.
In the last few minutes, Sinn Féin has asked for an adjournment of the latest round of Northern Ireland peace talks so they can seek legal advice. Sinn Féin have warned that exclusion would be calamitous for the peace process. Police in Kenya are questioning 4 men over the death of the British tourist at a safari park after a dragnet operation of the entire area. Roy Chivers was stabbed at the Aberdare Country Club on Sunday while on holiday with his wife. And people working in the criminal justice system have been told they must declare whether they're Freemasons or face being forced to do so. The Home Secretary, Jack Straw, says the government will set up a compulsory register if the voluntary system doesn't work. Finally, 25 years since they were first launched, the Wombles are coming back. Uncle Bulgaria, Toba Mori and the rest are to become ITV's latest children's stars. The new updated Wombles will have a Wom-copter and a Wom-fax, but they'll still live on Wimbledon Common. Back to more serious matters. The situation in the Gulf is moving fast, with that statement by the Iraqi foreign minister expected any moment. We'll have the latest on that on the early evening news. Also, England are poised for victory in the 3rd test in Port of Spain. We'll have the latest at 5:40.
Good afternoon, welcome to the news from Calendar. Mining communities around the region have been given fresh heart today with the news of a series of regeneration programmes expected to create 2,000 jobs in West and South Yorkshire. The news comes on the day the government held the first public meeting in Yorkshire of the Coldfield Task Force, an initiative intended to find new ways of rejuvenating old mining areas.
The largest of the projects is a huge new retail park on the outskirts of Castleford. The site off the M62 has laid dormant since Glasshouse Colliery closed in the 80s. The pit once employed 3,000 men. Its closure devastated the local community. Freeport Leisure is one of the companies developing the site. It runs a similar shopping village in Hornsey in East Yorkshire. Meanwhile, in another development, grants worth more than £750,000 are being pumped into job creation projects in mining communities near Leeds and Doncaster. The money will go towards reclaiming land and setting up community projects.
Detectives hunting the killer of a car dealer from Keighley in West Yorkshire say his body was found probably only an hour after he was beaten to death. Mark Hitman's body was discovered in Shelf near Halifax. Detectives have revealed he was last seen alive and well just over an hour before he was found by chance by a taxi driver. His burnt-out car was found 15 miles away at Windy Hill near to the M62. Detectives are now carrying out a fingertip search of that area.
Why did Mark go to that area? Who did he meet? We feel that whoever has committed...
I'm sorry, we seem to have lost that. Please do tune in for Calendar tonight and we will hear what the detectives have to say on that murder investigation. Part of the M62 remains closed this afternoon after a crash caused tailbacks in West Yorkshire of up to 16 miles. The accident happened on the westbound carriageway on the Lancashire-Yorkshire border. No one was seriously injured, but traffic is likely to remain heavy for the rest of the afternoon. Council taxpayers across South Yorkshire are still waiting to find out whether the government's going to pick up the bill for building Sheffield's Supertram. The 4 councils which make up South Yorkshire appealed for help after failing to force the government to pay the outstanding debt. It stands at £115 million. Council taxpayers could have to fork out an extra £40 a year or have services cut. For more details on all those stories on Calendar at 5 to 6 tonight. Also on the programme, it's frying time as our Alan Hardwick goes in search of the perfect chip. It's actually National Chip Week and Alan aims to bag the best in the region. So join him and Mike and me on Calendar tonight. Until then, have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.
This week on The Question Is, Richard Whiteley meets Lord Ricks of Whitehall.
So I had to kiss Sam at Furbank, and after about 30 seconds, it was turning into a bit of an orgy. Elspeth by now had been steamed in, down 90 steps, with her dress unzipped still.
But behind the laughter lies a personal tragedy.
People like me, with daughters as disabled as our daughter is, you can't really describe her as learning disabled.
Brian Ricks on The Question Is, Thursday at 11:15 on Yorkshire.
Centre Parks, where you take your body to free your mind. For a brochure, call 0990 200 200.
The world is rotating at over 1,000 miles per hour. In your lifetime, you'll travel over 650 million miles. It's a long journey, so travel light. Toffee Crisp. Delicious milk chocolate and caramel with a light, crispy centre that won't slow you down. So you can travel light.
Greetings, or in other words, good afternoon. Welcome to Tuesday's CITV. Tatty Bogle's in for a birthday surprise today. But first, it's Potamus Park.
I'm looking for pots of hippo fun. There it is.
Potamus Park is sponsored by Hippo Fromage Frais.
The sun's shining down on Potamus Park.
And Herbie's got time on his hands. And so he's decided to water the plants. But Hippie has got other plans. Herbie, look what I've just found in the paper. Listen, this Saturday night at the town hall, a grand dancing competition with prizes for the best dancers. Oh, Herbie, this is just what we've been waiting for.
Is it?
Well, of course it is. It's a chance to show everybody how good we are at dancing.
But we aren't good at dancing.
Of course we are. Well, I am anyway. Now, come on, we must practice.
Oh.
Right, now, you turn this way, and I'll go like this.
Here.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Herbie, not that way. Oh, Herbie, this is hopeless. What are you doing with that hosepipe?
I'm trying to water the garden.
But we're all tangled up in it now. Oh, got to guess. How nice to see you. You couldn't give us a hand, could you? We're in a bit of a muddle.
Here, mind out, my got to guess what. Oh, here, here.
I say, what are you doing?
It's a long story, Ticker, but we're going in for a dancing competition.
Well, I don't think you stand much chance of winning.
Got to guess.
Ready?
Found you.
Oh, that's not fair. You found me too quick.
It's not my fault if you always hide in the same place.
Well, there aren't any good places to hide in here.
Well, let's play something else then.
Like what?
Let's play musical chairs.
We haven't got any chairs. I know. Let's play jumping up and down on the bed.
Good idea. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Forward and back. That's right. What are those children doing up there? Go and have a word with them, Herbie, before they bring the ceiling down. How I'm supposed to practice with all this noise going on, I really don't know.
Children, stop that. I've told you before, beds are for sleeping in, not jumping up and down, or you'll spoil them. Anyway, your mother's trying to practice her dancing, and the noise is putting her off.
Can we come and watch then?
Well, of course you can.
Is she any good?
Oh, I should say so. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't win.
Oh, come on, Hazel. Let's go and have a look.
Yeah!
Boing, boing. I must say, Hippie, I never knew you were so good at dancing. Where did you learn?
Oh, I just sort of picked it up. I used to do a lot of dancing when I was younger.
We've come to watch you dancing, Mum. Come on, show us what you can do.
Yes, come on, Mum, show us. How can I dance with all you lot in here? There's not enough room. Well, can we come and watch you tonight at the town hall? No, I'm afraid it's not for little ones. But we'll tell you all about it when we get back.
Well, who's going to look after us when you're away?
Got to guess has very kindly offered to babysit.
And we won't be gone long anyway. Oh, it's exciting, isn't it, children? I wish we could come and watch. I tell you what, you go and sit in the garden and I'll show you how it's going to be.
Let's tell the moles.
Hello, Mindy. Hello, Mo. Are you busy?
Oh, well, we were just about to go burrowing. Why, is it something important?
Yes. Mum's going in for a dancing competition, but she's doing a special show for us first.
Oh, a special dancing show, eh, Mo? Sounds lovely. Yes, Mindy. But what about the burrowing? Oh, burrowing can wait, Mo. You're right, Mindy. Yes, don't start without us. We're on our way. Oh, what?
Come on, Mum and Dad. Everybody's here. Show us what you're going to do.
Yes! As I glide across the floor, as graceful as can be, I know that everybody will have their eyes on me. Each movement is so dainty, and every step so sure. Everyone will cheer me as I glide across the floor. My ball gown is so pretty, each sequin sewn by me. And a bigger, brighter, wider smile you will never, ever see. The way I spin and turn will have them calling out for more. How I wish that you could be there as I glide across the floor.
Who's that handsome fellow who's dancing at her side? He looks so proud and charming as across the floor they glide. Such a perfect couple have never waltzed before. Everyone is clapping as they glide across the floor. Glide across the floor. Glide across the floor. Everyone is clapping as you glide across the floor.
And when our music ends, the applause becomes a roar.
Please shower us with flowers as we head towards the door.
Pausing in the spotlight to hear them shout encore.
We'll turn and leave the ballroom with a glide across the floor. Glide across the floor. Glide across the floor. You'll turn and leave the ballroom with a glide across the floor.
Bravo, bravo, hooray, hooray. Wonderful dancing. Oh, I wish we could enter the competition, Mo.
Well, perhaps you can. Let's see what it says in the advert. Let me see, here we are. Grand dancing competition. And, oh no.
What? No moles?
Worse than that, no competition. It was last week.
But you said it was this Saturday.
I thought it was, but this is last week's paper, so we've missed it.
Oh.
Never mind, Mum. Why don't we have our own dancing competition? Then everyone can take part. Good idea. And the prize can be a slap-up tea. That way, everybody wins.
Well, we'll be back at this potty park on Thursday, but tomorrow at 3:30 we'll be playing shop with Tilly, Tom and Tiny.
Hip, hip, hip-ho!
For pots of wholesome fun.
I am a great wizard. I'm superlatively wonderful. A wizard of wizards.
And she's coming out to play next. How many tots can you see? Is it 1? Is it 2? Or even 3? You can see them all on Wednesdays at 3:30 on CITV.
Foil-sealed fresher cuts from Pedigree Chum. A whole new language of meat for dogs.
What was that? What was that? The blobs are making a big splash every Wednesday, 20 to 4 CITV.
Who is this cool cloud carrot customer?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Kipper.
There you are.
Hey, take it easy, puppy. But don't stay in dreamland too long, baby. You're back on CITV soon.
The return of Kipper. Keep a lookout, especially now, because here comes Wiz.
Wizardora, we adore her, doing things in her very special way. Wizardora, nothing surer. You're the one that can brighten up our day.
Hi there. Oh, wow. What's that you've got there, Isadora?
It's a box.
Yes, but what's it for?
It's a really, really nice box.
Can you keep a secret?
Oh, of course we can, Isadora.
It's a present for Tatty. It's his stuff day.
Stuff day?
Yes, well, people have birthdays to celebrate the day they were born. Scarecrows aren't born, they're stuffed full of straw. So they have stuff days.
Oh, I see.
And this is a little surprise for him.
It's quite big for a little surprise.
Yes, well, I've got a lot of things to do, so could you look after it for me while I'm gone?
Oh, of course we could. We'll look after it.
We'll make sure no one even touches it.
You can trust us, Isadora.
Yes, I'm sure I can. Now be good, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, bye.
I wonder what's inside it.
No, don't touch it,
No,
Bottom.
no, of course not. No, well, we said, didn't we?
Oh, just as I thought. The kitchen needs a thorough tidying up. I don't know why no one else could do it. It's always my turn. What's this?
Nothing.
Well, it's a very big nothing, isn't it?
It's a secret.
Isadora said you mustn't touch it. Yeah, you mustn't touch it.
Don't be silly. How am I supposed to tidy the table if I don't move it? There you go.
It's all right. You can leave it there.
No, I can't. Look, there's all this stuff underneath it.
We'll do it later.
No, you won't. I know you lot. Get... Whoa, look.
Oh, now look what you've done.
Well, don't blame me. Honestly, all this fuss over an old box. Look, all this fuss over an empty box.
Oh, it's empty. Empty!
Oh, no, where's Tatty's present? Oh, look. It's gone.
Well, don't blame me. I was only tidying up. Someone's got to do it. If it's not me round here, it doesn't get done.
We better go and find it. Yes.
Yes? What do you think it looks like?
Oh.
Hello?
Not in there. Right, now look, it was quite a big box, so it'll probably be, big? Big, yeah.
Do you think it might have got wheels?
What?
Well, whatever it is, isn't in the kitchen anymore, so it might have rolled out, so it might have wheels.
Or legs. Maybe it walked. Or maybe it was just round, like a ball.
Right. So we're looking for a big sort of wheelie, leggy, round, bally thing.
I can't see one of those out here, Bottom. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Me neither.
Well. Better keep looking, I suppose. Come on, lads.
Come on, lads. Go. Hello.
Oh, nothing here. Nothing here either.
I found something.
Whoa, what is it?
My old yo-yo. I lost it ages ago. I was wondering where it got to. What?
This isn't getting us any further with Tatty's presents, is it?
No.
Right. Well, it isn't in the garden. We'll just have to keep looking. Okay.
No, I'm coming. I was coming.
Oh, come on. Not much further now. I never realised they lived so high up.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
I wouldn't fancy living all the way up here.
What are you lot doing up here?
We're looking for Daddy's present. You haven't seen it, have you? What? I don't know. What is it?
Well, it's a sort of big thing, you know.
Yeah, and it might have got wheels. Legs? We're not sure. Is this some kind of joke?
Because if it is, it's not funny. Having a perfectly good snooze, we were.
Yeah, and you come up here and wake us with some story about a big thing with wheels. No, I'll take that as a no, then.
Yes!
Good night! Right, now, do you think it might have rolled in here? It's worth a look. Sure, people. What are you doing in here? Oh, nothing, Tatty.
We're not looking for your birthday present. Shush, right, yes, of course. You haven't seen it, have you?
What? No, nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Right, yes. We weren't even looking for it, were we?
Looking for what? Oh, nothing, Tatty. Bye. I wonder what it was that they weren't looking for.
Da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
What on earth? Oh, bother! Honestly, you'd think I hadn't got enough to do without you leaving litter all over the place.
This isn't litter. These are decorations for Tatty's stuff day.
Oh, is that what they are?
Hello.
Hello. Hello, you three. What do you think?
Lovely.
Oh dear, why all the sad faces? You should be happy. It's Tatty's stuff day and we're going to have a party.
Yeah, and I'm afraid he isn't going to be very happy.
Of course he is. Tatty loves a party.
Yes, but...
You know how you asked us to look after his present?
Yes, and here it is, right as rain. You looked after it beautifully.
Yeah, well, look inside. You see? It's empty.
Yes?
Aren't you cross?
What's there to be cross about?
Well, the box. It's empty.
Of course, that's what he wanted.
So you mean that's Tatty's present?
A useful box for putting things in.
A box?
Not much of a present.
Oh, I don't know. It's a lot more useful than an expensive toy.
Is it?
You could use it as a boat.
Oh, yeah. Or a car. Or a spaceship.
Yes.
Or a pretend elephant trap.
Well, yes, except I'm not sure that's why he wanted it. He just said he wanted a useful box.
Phew. For putting things in. It's lovely.
You know, sometimes I just don't understand you three. Happy Stuff Day, Tatty!
Happy Stuff Day! Thank you, thank you.
Here, this is for you.
It's a useful box for putting things in.
Or a pretend elephant trap. Wait, it's beautiful. It's the nicest box I've ever seen. Thank you, Wizardora. Oh, by the way, did you find that thing you were looking for?
No, because we weren't looking for anything at all in the end.
You see, we thought we'd lost something, but we hadn't at all.
So all's well that ends well, eh? Well, yes, I suppose it is.
A box is what he wanted, a box is what he got. To some it means a little, to Tatty it means a lot. Wizardy party, wizardy fun. Tatty's Stuff Day has just begun.
Wow! Now that's what I call a really useful box. Happy Stuff Day!
Wizardora, we adore her, doing things in her very special way. Wizardora, nothing shorter. You're the one that can brighten up our day. Living with your most peculiar friends in a kitchen full of fun, hoping each day never ends. Wizardora, we adore her. You're the one that can brighten up our day.
Still to come this afternoon on CITV, the Extreme Ghostbusters. As well as that, Wavelength hits the air today.
Just relax, they're really nice.
Hi, I'm the future serial killer boy.
Oh, charming. That's all coming up later. Next, though, it's Rupert.
Oi, yes, you. I'm going to be on your telly.
Prepare for enchanting tales as Annie and Teddy set off on a journey.
Great, let's go.
Packed with excitement and adventure.
Wait for me.
Oh, no! Forgotten Toys.
Thursdays, 10 to 4.
Only on CITV.
Bacteria live in tiny scratches on plastic chopping boards. Not if you use Detox. Protect your plastic chopping board with odour-free Detox. Detox antibacterial room spray still kills bacteria that cause nasty nibs. And now you can protect your home with a delightful Meadow Fresh fragrance.
The new Aquafresh Flex Direct has a unique ball joint and a flexible neck. that makes it so gentle on your gums. The new Aquafresh Flex Direct for a gentle all-round clean. Be more flexible.
Quavers from Walkers.
The floaty light.
I may be the master of sticky adventures.
What a guy, what a hero.
But at the end of the day...
You're just naturally sweet all over.
I must be all that honey.
You're right, honey.
Join me, Winnie the Pooh.
I can hardly wait.
Wednesdays, 10 to 4, CITV.
Look, there on the common. What can it be?
Look what's afoot in Wimbledon. A proud premiere for CITV. The Wombles coming soon.
Yes, not soon enough, if you ask me. Seriously looking forward to that. Don't forget Extreme Ghostbusters are back in town, and that's right after this week's adventure with Rupert the Bear.
Putting wheels on our raft was a great idea, Edward. It would have been quite a job carrying it to the stream.
Like my dad always says, before you use muscle power, don't forget to use brain power.
I know. It'd be even easier if we used sail power.
It might work. The mast is secure, the sail's tied down good and tight. We'll have to figure out how we're going to steer.
Hang on, Edward. Who needs a river? We built a land raft.
I'd better gather in a bit of sail. We don't want to get going too fast.
We're fine, Edward. Good old Edward. He worries too. Look out!
Huh? Who? Who's there? Someone knocking? Who?
Oh, I just remembered another thing my dad always says.
What's that?
Before you go for a drive, don't forget to test the brakes.
Hey, what happened to the stream? I've never seen it this low.
Well, at least we know our raft floats.
But we won't be able to sail it anywhere.
Well, if that's the worst of your troubles, then you're the lucky ones. My poor little tadpoles are trapped in this tiny mud puddle, and the river's getting lower by the minute.
Oh, no! Hang on, Mrs. Frog. We'll be right back.
Well, it's not like we're going anywhere. Not till my babies sprout their legs anyway.
Thanks, Dad.
Anytime, son.
What's happened to the water pressure?
Dear, could you come in and check the kitchen taps? There's no water.
Looks
Looks like the fountain's blocked up again. Remind me to tell Dad. He'll have to come and fix it.
What's that?
Somebody's banging on water pipes. I'd know that sound anywhere.
Youch!
Oops. I'd know that sound anywhere, too.
Let's see what's going on.
Oh, good. Helpers. Could you give me a hand here?
You bet. A metal flower. It looks like a sprinkler head.
Right you are. I'm installing them all over Nutwood.
Uh-oh. You forgot the washer.
Washer?
Never mind. I found one in my pocket.
That's Edward. He knows all about water pipes and things.
My dad's a plumber. I help him out all the time.
I'm Rupert.
Pleased to meet you, boys. I'm Tyro. You've probably heard of me.
Well...
You must have heard of the Tyro Dewdrop Atomizer. We in Sub Spring used to have to apply dew one drop at a time. My invention revolutionized the dew and morning mists department and got me promoted to head of Nutwood Plants and Flowers Watering Division.
Well done. Congratulations, Tyro.
Yeah, but it's nothing compared to the Tyro Water-All Sprinkler System. No more dragging around heavy barrels of rainwater and watering one plant at a time. From now on, just turn a handle and presto, everything gets watered.
Sounds like a very clever idea.
Clever? It's sheer genius.
Too bad it won't work.
Ah, you don't know it won't work. I haven't even turned it on yet.
Well, you haven't been using the proper washers. And these pipes are just taped together, when they shouldn't...
I never worry about the small details, Edward. The first thing is to get my system up and running. I'll work the hitches out later.
I don't know. My dad always says it's better to be safe than sorry.
Ah, no great discoveries would ever get made if everyone had that attitude.
There may be another problem, Tyro.
Problems. Is that all you two ever think about? Sheesh.
It's just that you might not have anywhere to get water. Nutwood Stream has run dry.
No problem. That's my doing.
It is?
Of course. I had to shut off the main valve for all of Nutwood while I'm installing my new system.
I've never heard of shutting down a whole river before.
How long will it be shut off? Mrs. Frog is very concerned about...
Tell her not to get her flippers in a knot. The water will be back on in no time.
Let's go tell Mrs. Frog the good news. See you later, Tyro.
Not likely, Rupert. The king will probably promote me all the way up to Imp headquarters. Soon everyone will know the name...
Tyro? Well, whoever he is, I hope he gets the river back to normal soon.
He said it'd be back on in no time. I wonder what's taking him.
Yeah! A swamp creature! You're not a swamp creature.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Chief Inspector of Waterworks, Nutwood District. Sorry I startled you. I opened that hatch to divert some water from the stream for use in Nutwood Fountain. But it looks like things are just as bad up here. I don't understand what the problem could be.
Oh, we know what the problem is.
It's Tyro.
Who's Tyro?
He's the spring imp in charge of watering all the plants and flowers in Nutwood.
He shut off the Nutwood water main.
He what? A spring imp has no business messing with the waterworks without my authorization. Oh, I'll have to deal with him later. Right now, I'd better get Nutwood's water turned back on. Would you boys like to come along?
Of course.
You bet.
It won't be long now, Mrs. Frog.
Amazing!
Welcome to the waterworks. It's not often I run into anyone on my job. Usually I'm down here keeping things flowing. Just making sure everyone's wells are filled is a full-time job in itself.
Granny Goat.
Hello! Hello!
But minding the wells is only one of my duties. I have to tend all the Nutwood waterways.
Tiddler's Pool, Nutwood Fountain, Farmer Brown's Pond.
And this is the main supply pump for Nutwood Stream.
Wow! Wait till I tell Dad about this.
We get our water from Lake Nutchester, then distribute it to Nutwood and the surrounding area using a system of canals and sluice gates to divert and control the flow. When there is a flow, that is.
Gosh, I've never really given much thought to where the water in our taps comes from.
Most people don't, until it stops working. Then it's all they can think about. Right now, we're directly underneath Lake Nutchester.
No kidding. Brilliant.
The main valve is just up this way.
This is definitely part of Tyro's system.
Judging by his work, I'd say he's got a lot to learn.
No kidding. Wow!
Tyro!
Hey, fellas! You're just in time for the grand opening.
Don't touch that wheel!
What? Says who?
The Chief Inspector of Waterworks, that's who.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm Tyro. I happen to be a personal favorite of the Imp King himself. At least I will be once the king gets a load of the Tyro Waterall sprinkler system.
Oh, this is all I need.
Uh-oh, you should have put a main shut-off valve here, Tyro.
Why would I want a shut-off valve? I want to turn it on.
Now I'll have to disconnect this ridiculous conglomeration before I can turn Nutwood's water back on.
What? You can't do that. What about all my hard work? What about my promotion?
What about obtaining a proper permit?
Oh, yeah? Well, you just wait till the Imp King hears about this, and don't think I'm not going to tell him.
Oh, I'm afraid this is more than a one-man job. I'll need to requisition a full work crew. No telling how long it will take.
We'd be willing to help if it will get the water back on faster.
I have my own toolbox.
Well now, that would be most helpful, boys. Let's go and get your toolbox, Edward. You'll be doing the entire community a service.
There's a whole lake up there. All I'm using is a drop in the bucket. Ha! Once the inspector sees how well my system works, he'll be the first to congratulate me. No problem.
Hello, Dr. Lion.
Don't worry, we'll have the water back on in no time.
Well, the problem doesn't seem to be mechanical. Well, dear, looks like we're back in business.
That impertinent imp! I ordered him not to touch anything.
Wow, neat! I've never seen it do that before.
Well, we can't go back that way. Come along, boys. No time to lose.
happened?
Wish I knew. 1 minute there's no water for tea, and the next it's pouring out of every nook and cranny.
What's happening?
Not what, who?
Who?
Tyro! See? No problem. Works like a charm. Just like I...
My tree is a fountain.
My burrow is a fish tank.
Well, there may be a few little wrinkles to smooth out.
More than a few.
My house!
Tyro, exactly how far did you open the main valve?
All the way, of course. It's the only way to do things.
It should never be open more than 1/4 of the way.
This thing seems to have a life of its own. Yo! Ah!
We could sure use our raft right about now.
There's a repair station just ahead. It has all the equipment we'll need. Quickly, put these on.
It's a little late for boots. Our feet are already soaked.
These boots will do a lot more than keep your feet dry. They're called water skates.
Hey, neat!
I thought we might have to do a bit of swimming, not skating. Whoa! These water skates take a little getting used to.
Ha! Nothing to it, see? No problem.
Tyro, this is no time for fun and games. If that valve isn't shut off immediately, all of Lake Nutchester will empty into Nutwood.
The whole thing's going to go!
Oh, my hard work!
It won't budge! Whoa, no! Oh, no! I've got you, Ed! We're coming!
Let me guess, Tyro.
Be careful, dear.
Don't worry, I'll tame that wriggling viper. On guard! Ha! My word! Now it's talking! Who was that?
Head for the whirlpool!
Oh, dear. I hope you boys know what you're doing.
No problem! I hope. Go on, Edward! Go!
That was much too close for comfort.
Let's hope it works.
Great idea, Edward.
If there's one thing I know how to do, it's plug up a drain. Wait till I tell Dad about this.
I want that sprinkler system of yours dismantled immediately.
Sure. No problem.
Hello, boys.
Mrs. Frog.
How are your tadpoles doing? I'm happy to say that all 87 of them are doing just swimmingly. Only they're not tadpoles anymore.
Hello, Reuben. Hi, Edward. Good morning. Look at us. We got slippers. Wanna come swimming?
Excellent. Everything is exactly the way it was a few days ago.
Not exactly, Inspector.
Oh, yes. So I see.
They grow their legs so quickly.
Try and be an innovator, and what happened? I get demoted all the way down to junior assistant imp in the rock rotation department.
How's your new job going, Tyro?
I have to walk around all day turning over rocks so both sides have a chance to weather evenly.
Sounds like hard work.
Not anymore. Thanks to my Tyro Auto Rock Flopper. This will get me that promotion for sure. Yes, sirree. Soon everyone will know the name
Tyro!
No problem. Just a few little wrinkles to smooth out.
Water. Water's the natural enemy of people in metal suits, you know. One day you're a knight in shining armor, a quick shower, and before you know it, rust in peace. Well, I wish it didn't happen, but perhaps I should speak to WYSIWYG. He'll be here tomorrow at 20 to 5. That's what I'll do. I'm not wet behind the ears, you know.
Something very strange in the CITV neighborhood next today. Extreme Ghostbusters are next.
Clever, ferocious, romantic, well-dressed. Villains are plenty for them to the test. Thursdays, 4:05 CITV. They're called Blazing Dragons. They're red hot, you'll see.
Top down all the way, loving the sun and yes.
Ross Oriental Express. Food you just have to cook.
I was reading the other day about how complex carbohydrates found in bread can give you slow-burning energy to help see you through the day. And I'm feeling lucky. So I thought I'd take a ruddy great loaf round to that Mrs. Bainbridge. Ooh, crank up radiogram, try and cut a rug.